is 6 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show. What's up, everybody? MJ with Fester and Froggy. I see no sign of Roxanne yet this morning. Was today her colonoscopy, or is it tomorrow her colonoscopy?
Today is colonoscopy prep day.
Yeah, so is she taking today off? Is that it?
No, she sent us a group text.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and she should be walking in any second. Here she is right now.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought maybe we were going to take off colonoscopy prep day. I didn't see your text.
You know what? She could have.
I didn't see any text this morning. Who sent me text?
Roxanne a text, and what held her up is what's going to slow a lot of people down this morning. The fog today is as heavy as it's been in a while.
I had nothing. I don't understand. I had nothing. I come from the West Shore area, onto the bridge, over Tampa Bay, then to the St. Pete side, down MLK. I would go down 4th, but that opened the exit already. I wish they'd do that. And I had no fog at all. I don't know what's going on.
For those of us that live, I don't know, more than a quarter mile inland, there's fog. And it's everywhere. It's low-lying, and it's as thick as I've seen it in, I don't know, all season.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I had nothing. Zero.
A couple of weeks ago, we had reports.
Was it like a fog wall that just starts somewhere? It's just, you're driving along, there's no fog, and then suddenly, boom!
Yeah? That's
fog wall.
Well, you know how as you enter into eastern Hillsborough County, into Polk County, there's always that low-lying fog on I-4. I was up in the L.A. area this morning when I drove into work. It was thick, heavy, dense fog all through L.A. into the valley.
I'll tell you what. I have $100 in cash. This is an internal quiz, ladies and gentlemen. I've got $100 cash. Hang on a minute. Everyone, put your devices down. Froggy, put your devices down. Hang on, I just went into my wallet, and I pulled out my emergency cash stash. I do not have a $100 bill, but I have two $50 bills.
Well, you are such a grandpa. Who carries 50s?
Well, that's what I have. I had an ATM that gave me 50s. You ever get an ATM that gives you 50s?
No, I've only been to like 20 ATMs.
Yeah, I had an ATM that gave me 50s.
Yeah, I'm not that rich.
In Vegas, the ATM gives you hundreds.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of ATMs, especially the casino ATMs, that'll deal out some hundreds. All right, so at least it was like that 10 years. I haven't been to Vegas in like over 10 years. It's been a long time since I was in Vegas. But look at this right here. I've got two $50 bills. You're mentioning the fog.
Fog. F-O-G, fog. Yes.
Let's go musical here. Name something musically that has to do with fog.
Fog hat.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, I was going to say fog hat also.
Come on, you guys, you're too young to know fog hat.
Fog hat.
You cheated. I'm not giving you the money. No.
What?
You're right. I told you to put your devices down.
I don't have it in my hands.
You literally said the sentence in a second pass. You owe him the money.
Give me the money.
There are.
I need to see your search history. I need to see your search history.
There are really insensitive terms to describe what you're being right now, MJ.
Well, hold on a minute.
Wow.
Froggy, you were on your phone until you blurted out the name.
No, but he wasn't. You didn't ask the question.
You gave the hint, and a nanosecond later, I said it.
Yeah, that's like on Jeopardy when Ken Jennings asks a question, a person buzzes in, you had your device. It was that quick.
What are you talking about?
He
just lost $100 to me.
He can't type that fast.
All right, maybe I'll owe you $100, but
Maybe. What?
Because you didn't put your device down.
No, he did. He absolutely did.
No, I was watching when I said name something musically that has to do with fog.
And then he instantly hits in and says a band name Fog Hat.
But he was still on his device when I was asking the question.
How would he have
You think I would have looked up?
Because I said I've got a quiz. And I think Froggy typed in fog. I think he did.
Listen to how quickly. So you think he was looking for fog-related things prior to you even asking the question?
You know how fast my fingers would have to move to type that?
Fog-related musical things.
You're sus.
Dude, you're cheap.
You're sus.
Dude, you're a lot of things that I can't say on the radio without offending large groups.
All right,
man.
All right, so maybe I owe Froggy $100. I owe Foggy. I owe Foggy $100.
Do we have any Fog Hat music, Andrew?
I can't name one Fog Hat song.
Oh, wait a second.
I just love the band name.
How the hell is that? How can you name the band Fog Hat?
Because I always thought
Tarantino movie or two, right?
Been using a lot of movies.
Yeah, a little fog hat.
The irony is that song is exactly how you should drive in fog.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Slow ride.
Slow ride.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Don't put your high beams on. Watch out for school children. Yeah, those are the next lyrics in the song. All right, so all right, I guess I owe Froggy $100.
Right.
We'll see if I get it. I'll let everybody know.
What he didn't tell you, it's a $100 annuity. You'll be getting 20 cents a year.
Would you like to take
Perpetuity.
Would you like to take the upfront cash payment?
What a cheap. Don't make bets you can't back
That's
up,
only
buddy.
$62.
$3.
In my world,
$3.
in my world, you make a bet, you pay up.
All right, so I owe you $100. All right, Froggy gets the $100. Jeez, I still think you pulled the whambuki on me over there.
Ow.
Hey, Fester, how was your ride in today? Hold that thought, because Fester's car was on the blink yesterday. Fester was on 275 driving in yesterday in the right lane in his 2004 Lincoln Town car with the flashers on, going 40 miles an hour in the right lane. Fester,
Yes.
Do you have your Lincoln Town car this morning?
No.
Ooh, hang on. Gotta get the latest on this, because I'm going to rely on Fester to get to the airport today, and I thought that was going to be in total jeopardy. And you know all the problems I'm having with Uber lately? We'll explain it all next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Just getting rolling here, folks. MJ and the crew, and here's traffic with Pat. Thursday morning, and yes, there are parts of the Tampa Bay area, they tell me, that has fog right now, which I don't know what that means, because I saw zero fog. I saw nothing. I had a fog-free ride in from. I think you guys are lying. I don't think it's fog anywhere. I saw nothing. I saw absolutely zippo, zero, bupkis, not a zilch.
You are the worst weatherman ever.
Yeah, honestly, for being friends with so many of them.
I think you're a fog fraud.
Imagine if Dennis Phillips is like, yeah, I hear there's rain up in Zephyr Hills, but I don't believe you because I'm over here.
I know, yes, I'm kidding around. I know that there's fog in a lot of the Tampa Bay area, and some people are saying that it's the thickest they've seen so far this season. But, again, my ride in from South Tampa, on the Tampa Bay side, on the West Shore side, my ride in, zero, not even a wisp. Sometimes you get little wisps, or you get coming over to our office park here in St. Pete. We're at 4th Street and Gandy, essentially. We're near the Glory Days right behind there where the office park is off of 4th Street. And sometimes you'll even get little wisps of fog that roll through the office park or sitting on the grassy areas. Nothing, zero. I saw zero fog. I understand that there is a lot of fog this morning.
I'm glad you understand
in some places, but I'm just telling you, man, for me, it's fog-free, baby. Jeez. All right, Fester,
yes.
Why are you Jesusing me?
You drive 0.0001% of our entire listening area every morning. There's a huge expense.
Is that mathematically accurate?
Pretty damn close, I would bet. You drive what, 8 miles?
I think my ride is 8.6 miles.
8 miles from your and 6 of those miles is over water. Okay,
I don't think it's that much over water.
I don't think it's the bridge. I don't know. Is it 5 miles?
I think the bridge.
Yeah, I think it is. I think most of it is over water. Yeah, the bridge is the longest part of your drive.
Oh no! absolutely, it is. It is.
Yes, but my point is, there's a huge area outside of this little.
I get it. Thanks for educating me.
Well,
I don't understand geography.
Well, you're the one who's
I'm probably the best geographically in the whole damn room.
Are you crazy?
I probably would win the geography spelling bee contest, whatever. I would if
spelling bee.
If
are you telling me if we had a geography brain bowl between Fester and MJ,
there
you'd
we go.
win?
Yes.
Froggy?
Yep. If we had a geography brain bowl, I'm betting I would win there, tough
brain
guy.
Bowl.
When he gets back from traveling the world this week,
it's on.
Hal Herman is going to do the geography brain bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the geography brain bowl. Pitting Fester against MJ. All right, you're on,
all right.
biatch.
Would you have to spell places? Because you were bragging about spelling places a moment ago.
I don't know that spelling will be part of it. I think we get their name right.
Like the geography bee or whatever they call it.
They call it brain bowls. Which I think is hysterical because I just think of a brain sitting in a bowl. How gross is that?
All right, Fester.
Milk.
So, did you make it home yesterday?
Sort of. Yesterday was a long, stressful day.
All right, now, for our early listeners, you were first up hearing this yesterday morning. Fester was not here at the beginning of the show because Fester apparently had major transmission trouble. Oh, what a shocker. In his 2004 Lincoln Town Car with broken windshield wipers, a broken windshield, dim headlights. He's got water that sloshes around in his taillights.
That's my favorite part.
You ought to stock that with fish. You ought to put guppies in there or something.
You know what?
In your taillight.
I could. I went to the state fair and the guy's like, you want to put that goldfish right in?
That could be a trend.
That could be.
Taillight aquarium. I'm
Aquariums
serious.
are hot right now.
You've seen those cars that have water sloshing around in the taillights?
Yeah.
That's Fester.
My car.
Fester's car. So, for whatever reason, Fester refuses to get a new car.
It's not so much a refusal. It's that the new car is not exactly necessary at this time.
Yesterday, Fester's transmission finally went while he's driving in. The car would not go above 40 miles an hour. Fester was on 275 South. You get on at Bierce?
Yeah.
So he gets on all the way at the very end there at 275, has to drive all the way here to St. Pete, and Fester's doing 40 miles an hour because that's as fast as the car will go because his transmission's all munged up and the gears won't shift. He can't go faster. So he's in the right lane driving in yesterday with his flashers on. So for those that saw a a blue Lincoln Town car, early 2000s model, with flashers on in the right lane, just mucking up the works yesterday. That was Fester. Now, how did you get home, and what do you mean by sort of? Because I called you. You didn't answer your phone. I called you out of courtesy to see if you needed a ride or if we needed to arrange something for you. So what's the update? You don't have your Lincoln Town car this morning.
No.
And your wife needs the Model Y,
right?
The Tesla, which you bought her, which, you got the Model Y, and I ask, why? So she's not going to let you touch her Tesla. So what do you do? What are you driving?
Okay, so I knew that the Lincoln was not going to safely traverse the highways and byways of the area. I'm making myself a hazard being on the road.
Yeah, I'd say. I think with the car able to do the speed limit, you're still a hazard on the road in that thing.
I would like to point out that 40 miles an hour is the minimum speed acceptable on the interstate system. So technically, I wasn't breaking any laws. Okay.
I don't see those signs here.
They're out there.
Nope, I don't see them like immediately. Like on 275, like through downtown, or I can't tell you. I see those signs like speed limit 65 minimum. Sometimes maybe it is 40, but I don't see a lot of those minimum signs on our immediate local Tampa Bay interstates.
So I'm driving home, and I know that I can't stay with this car for today.
So wait a minute, you did drive out of the parking lot in the car.
The car starts, the car travels fine. It just doesn't go over 40 miles an hour. So if I was like on city streets, or if I was like, traveling through the neighborhood.
Right. Like if you were going through school zones your entire life.
I'm the ideal citizen. It really is.
Well, wait a minute, but then you could hit 40 in a school zone, and that's unacceptable.
That's way too fast.
Don't school zones get knocked down to like 15?
Yeah, they get really slow.
Yeah. All right.
So I go to a rental car company at the airport yesterday.
So you drove across the bridge?
Drove across the bridge at 40 miles an hour.
Oh my God, that's the most dangerous part of your drive, probably.
Because you're in the far right lane, and all the slow drivers are realizing you're too slow for them. So then those slow drivers filter over into the other lanes, creating a muck.
You know what? I got behind a truck that wasn't going much faster than me, and I was okay. I wasn't, blocking traffic.
Did you put your flashers on again?
I did not. It was daytime hours. I would put the flashers on at night, thinking they couldn't see me as well, or they'd come up on me a lot more quickly.
Did you drive to the rental car area at Tampa International Airport?
So I went to long-term parking.
Your heap is in long-term or economy?
No, I missed the economy exit because it's like that airport exit's the economy exit.
Dude, economy is next to the rental car.
Right. I didn't realize that at the time.
So where the hell are you're parked at the airport?
I'm at long-term parking.
Dude, you're paying twice as much in long-term than economy.
I'm glad you said that because I retrieved my vehicle last night. So currently I am in possession of the vehicle.
And a rental vehicle.
So did Allison take you to the airport to pick up your vehicle?
Yes. I said, hey, my car's at the airport. I got to go get it.
So you drove from here to the long-term parking garage at Tampa International in your 2004 busted-ass Lincoln Town car.
Right.
You parked it in long-term parking.
Got a rental.
You then went and rented a car?
Yes.
From which agency?
Hertz.
So you rent the car from Hertz.
Yes.
All right.
So I get my Hertz vehicle. A very nice vehicle.
What do you get?
What a pain.
I got a Chevy Traverse.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
It's like a large but not too trucky of an SUV. It's real nice.
Isn't that a gorgeous rental car center over there at Tampa International?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it'll cost $1 billion. It better be nice.
You should see the concrete slabs holding the. I mean,
I saw how beautiful it was, and I'm like, Roxanne must be really.
Whoa, hang on a minute. How did they build a parking garage? Is that an architectural marvel to you?
What'd you say, Rob?
No, because
you're talking about the concrete slabs and how did they build this?
No, I mean, a lot of money.
Have you ever seen the Empire State Building that they built in 1932?
In 6 months?
No, when you look at how heavy the different floors are, it's just always a marvel to me. Like, how is that staying up in the air?
Engineering's really amazing.
A 4-story parking garage. Roxanne wants to know, how is that staying up in the air?
It really is amazing.
There's an arch in St. Louis, Roxanne.
Time for Roxanne Wilder's Marvels of Architecture.
My garage door goes up and down with the click of a button.
It doesn't really.
It's really amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
How does it do that?
Now, your car was picked up last night from long-term parking.
Yes.
So you have your car home.
Home. Yes.
So you had to drive from the airport home.
Which was perfectly safe because I was on Del Mabry, kind of rush hour-y.
Oh, you didn't take the interstate?
Yeah, nobody drove that fast. 40 miles an hour is perfectly acceptable.
You're still getting run over.
No.
You're passing the stadium, that stretch up toward...
That's fine. Up toward Hillsborough.
Up towards Hillsborough? Yeah. Okay.
Listen, that was fine. That was fine. And see, I went down, I guess it was Boy Scout.
Where is your car now?
It's at home. It's at home. I'm screwed, though, on the repair. The problem is the repair. And I got...
Oh, because you need to find someone that can fix the transmission. Can somebody fix that? Can you go to AMCO? Can you go to... Hang on, I got the horns here. Can you go to AMCO AA MCO, and can they just put some new gears in your transmission and fix them up good?
No.
Why not?
It's not going to be fixed. It's going to be, has to be replaced.
So you need a whole new transmission for a 2004 Lincoln Town Car?
I got a scolding yesterday from a guy at a salvage yard.
Well, like barely used auto parts. Are they still around?
Yes, it was a barely used.
Barely used.
Look for the sticker on the bear.
What about like Colbert's? What was that other that started with a C? Are they still around?
In Brandon on Highway 60 is a salvage yard.
Yeah.
I went out there yesterday.
Yep.
And they have the barely used sticker on the door.
Yep.
With the bear with the thumbs up.
Yeah, sure.
And the guy gave me a lesson in 20-year-old transmissions.
What kind of lesson did he give you in 20-year-old transmissions there, Fester?
I thought that 2004 Lincoln Town Car transmissions would be all over the place, like candy
All
canes.
over the place.
I mean, there's a ton of them on the road. The guy's like...
Because it probably cross-pollinated with the Ford Crown Victoria.
He says...
Is that true or false?
I don't think so. I think it's different.
Really?
Because he said, look, you're looking for a 20-year-old transmission, son. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're looking for a world of problems. He's like, by the time...
Did you say, Pops, I got a world of problems right now.
I was like, listen, that's one more for the plate. He's like, look, son, you got to be real careful if you're going to buy a salvage transmission. If they got one, because he didn't have one.
Right.
If you find a place that has a 20-year-old transmission, chances it's all janked up.
Did he say janked up?
I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. He's like, they have it because there was another problem. He goes, you got to make sure it was from a wreck.
Hey, do me a favor, Andrew. We're going to do some new imaging. We're going to do some new sweepers for the MJ Morning Show. I want our voice guy to do a sweeper. Write this down. The MJ Morning Show, all janked up on Q105. All right?
And do it with that voice.
Thank you.
I could get the guy from Barely Used Auto Parts in Brandon to come down and lay it down. He was a super nice guy, and he was very honest with me.
So are you now off the hunt for a 20-year-old transmission? Are you gonna heed his advice or no?
No, the challenge has just started. Now I have to find one.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you. That's enough transmission talk here on the MJ Morning Show.
If anybody has a lead on a salvage yard, give me a call. What's the number, Frog?
What years? Hold on a minute. What years of... But why wouldn't the transmission be the same in the Ford Crown Vic versus the Lincoln Town Car?
I have to investigate the entire intricacies of the Panther
But do you know which year Lincoln Town Cars the transmissions will work?
0405.
That's it?
That's it.
0405.
0405.
Oh, man. So Fester needs an 0405 Lincoln Town Car transmission. Get rid of the freaking car and get a new car for crying out loud.
Says the guy who has one car
about to
for
say
the family.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
I haven't had a car payment in 25 years. Listen, if I put a few bucks in this one and it lasts another year, great. I'm a winner on that one.
All right, quickly here. We'll get into this in much more depth later on. Is your daughter's arm broken or not?
You want to know right now?
Yes.
Not broken.
Not broken.
Right.
Yay.
That's nice to hear. Hang on a minute. Do I have my bone break sound? Yeah, there we go.
Is that bone break or bone bite?
That's bone bite.
Okay.
I think that's when Fred Flintstone puts his time card into the saber-toothed tiger at the quarry.
Yes.
It is.
It's the same noise from the Hanna-Barbera sound effects library. So your daughter's arm is not broken.
No, it's not broken. It was just a sprain. So we got so lucky because she would have been in a cast.
Because
for like
on Monday
6
night,
weeks.
you took her to the emergency care, and it was inconclusive. It could have been broken. It maybe wasn't broken, and now you're confident that it's not broken.
Yeah, two important things I learned for parents.
Can you hold on to that? We'll get to it later on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I don't want to get too late here. Plus, we got morons in the news coming up. But for the early crowd, Roxanne's daughter's arm is not broken. I still want to know how you drop her off at a little princess dress pirouette joint and she breaks her arm in dance class. Sounds like you got a lawsuit. Sounds like there's some big negligence going on at the dance school.
It's a sprain.
Yeah, but what is she doing?
She does all kinds of wild stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. They probably want her out of there. Hang on a minute.
She's a liability.
She is. She's going to hurt other kids. All right, so back in a minute. Early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. right, let's do it. The early morons of the news, 6:41 at the MJ Morning Show. Thanks to all of you early listeners. Appreciate you hanging out. If you like what you hear early, imagine what you're missing if you don't listen later. So make sure you figure out a way how to listen to the show when you get to work or wherever you're going. Continue listening to us on a regular radio wherever you work or wherever you're going. Just tune us to 104.7 FM or use your smartphone because your phone is a radio. And just listen to us on any of the apps. Listen to us on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Just type in Q105 Tampa Bay. Listen to us on the iHeart app, Q105 Tampa Bay. The TuneIn app or the My Q105 app. Or go to our website, go to mjmorningshow.com, and at the top of the page, you'll see the Listen Live thing. Just listen to us live wherever you go. Don't stop listening to us because you get somewhere. You can continue to listen to us and listen all show is what you really ought to do. All right, early morons in the news. Kids say the darndest things. That's even creepier now that Bill Cosby drugged all those women,
Women on drugs say the darndest things.
Oh, yeah.
No.
When you tranquilize women, they say the darndest things. Yeah, who was the supermodel that tried to flee his brownstone in New York? Beverly Johnson, right? Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah, it was Beverly Johnson.
Really?
And she was like, I got to get out of here. And she stumbled down the steps to a cab. Yeah, Bill Cosby drugged supermodel Beverly Johnson. That was one of the stories that emerged. And she escaped him and knew that something was wrong. Bill Cosby apparently slipped Beverly Johnson, the model, years ago, slipped her a Mickey or something from his tackle box full of drugs.
You know what else stood out to me from his comedy routine? Remember when he would do the part about the zup-zups? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember any Bill Cosby stand-up.
Okay, the kids get so sad.
I just remember his ugly-ass sweaters in the Cosby Show. That's what I remember.
And they get the zup-zups when your kids are really upset and they're done crying. They're zup-zup, zup-zup.
Yeah, hold on, right here. Hey, bring up that YouTube. Supermodel Beverly Johnson speaks out about Bill Cosby. Hang on. Roll that.
Oh, she's on the Tamron Hall show.
From the Tamron Hall show.
Interviewed you were so brave. You'd come forward with your story involving Bill Cosby, that you were one of the women that he had drugged. You were a young woman at his home, and you detailed everything that happened also in your memoir. And I thought, you could have risked it all. This could have been the storyline, Beverly Johnson, and this is what happened to her. Why did you take that risk?
Well, my principles, my conscience, and also I was lucky enough not to have been raped.
Did she say her conscience instead of her conscience?
She said she remained conscious,
right.
I guess.
Yeah, so, there was an angel with me that day. So I felt an obligation to speak up for the other women because I know what they were saying was true.
So Beverly Johnson was at Bill Cosby's place in Manhattan. I think it was a brownstone or something. And she was inside. She was much younger. And Bill Cosby, drugged her drink. She starts to feel all woozy and queasy. If I remember the story correctly, she knew something was wrong. And she got the hell out of there. She was stumbling out through the parlor, down the stairs, and was able to get into a yellow cab in Manhattan and get the hell out of there. Or she could have become a victim of Bill Cosby. You didn't know it was Beverly Johnson?
I remember it was a supermodel. I just couldn't remember who.
Beverly Johnson. How the hell did this come up anyway?
Kids say the darndest things.
There we go. Anyway, that's where I was going with this. So, early morons in the news. Kids say... You got to love the honesty of kids. Listen to this. This is out of Kentucky. Late last week, a sheriff's office in Kentucky had a really good run-in with a really honest toddler.
Oh, man.
Guess what happened? Sheriff's deputies show up at a house in Williamsburg, Kentucky, not Virginia, and they were looking for somebody, a fugitive wanted on drug charges and a whole bevy of other outstanding warrants. And deputies with the Whitley County Sheriff's Department in Kentucky. So I need the Dukes of Hazzard horn here is what I need.
It sounds really appropriate, right?
It is. You know what? We need to put that on our button bar so I have that available. You're going to love this. So the deputies show up, and the officers are like, is so-and-so here? And all the adults in the house, nope, haven't seen him. Nope, not here. Haven't seen him. Yep. So they're trying to serve this warrant, and the officers are looking around. None of the adults would say whether the wanted woman was in the house. And that's when a toddler who was in the house said, it's good to be honest. We shouldn't lie. And told the cops where the woman was hiding in the house.
How old? How old was it? I mean, it's got to be what, like a 4-year-old or
all
something?
They say is toddler. They don't have the age in the story, but I think probably,
3 or 4.
Yeah, 2 or 3, 4?
Toddler is...
I've always thought toddler was like 2 or 3.
Why don't you Google it? What is a toddler?
I think it's...
And don't call me a toddler.
I think it's 2, 3, or 4. But it sounds like if that toddler was able to say, it's good to be honest, that sounds like some reasoning there. So I'd say 3.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't really science.
Toddlers are 2 to 3.
Okay.
It's really a lot of research.
I would guess it would probably be an older toddler.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe 3 going on to 4. The toddler says, yes, it's good to be honest. And the toddler said, hey, they're hiding in that room over there. And the toddler points to the room.
I mean, you can't be mad at the kid if you're one of the other adults, right?
And think about that story, how it's going to play out at Thanksgiving's 20 years from now. That's a good story.
The toddler told the cops that the suspect was in the room next to the bathroom. The 45-year-old fugitive was arrested on meth possession and other outstanding warrants. And the toddler was visiting the home. The toddler was there with some adult that didn't even live in the home, and the toddler
I know
just
where she is.
handed that fugitive right over, man.
See, that changes everything. It's not even your kid. Some pain-in-the-ass friend brings their bratty kid over, and that kid rats you out to the cops. That friendship's over.
I'm just getting rolling here with early morons in the news. I've got like 3 other really good ones. Hold on a minute. We'll get to them next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. exactly on the MJ Morning Show. Hello, everybody. So if your alarm clock was set for 7 o'clock and it's like accurate, then boom. We're here right at 7 o'clock here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Froggy, you all right this morning?
Wow.
Dude?
Of course I am. Why?
No, because you've just been out of the room a lot.
Well, oh, yeah, I had a stomach issue last break.
Okay, just checking. Hey, early morons of the news continue here on the MJ Morning Show, and this is my favorite part. I love these stories, right? Here is one locally, right out of St. Petersburg, and I'm going to tell you right now that we've got a musical accompaniment to this story. Why? Because... That's right. So if I've got a morons in the news story, and I'm saying that... Any clue as to what this could be about?
Tight leather clothes, cigarettes, permed hair.
So it has nothing to do with the movie.
No, nothing to do.
Grease?
The slippery material that's used to lubricate parts?
Vaseline.
Let me read you the headline to the story. This is out of St. Petersburg. Headline from Channel 8. St. Pete restaurant worker arrested after spraying hot grease on 2 employees.
Oh.
And then he said, that's right. Oh, my God. You imagine you're in a super...
So I cannot tell you.
Sandy was hit with the hot grease.
Sorry. You're all scarred up. A hot grease burn is one of the
nasty.
worst burns.
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible.
Even just the little blobs that get you when you're cooking.
Oh, my. Yeah, listen, if you're cooking bacon or you've got something sizzling on the
Splattering.
stove, you ever have like the little,
Yes.
the hot grease little like needles that
They
fly out of your,
sting you.
they fly out of your frying pan?
Yeah.
You ever get hit in the eye with one of those things?
No.
How closely do you watch your bacon?
I wear shop goggles
Yeah,
now.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Good move.
So a St. Petersburg restaurant worker was arrested earlier this week, Tuesday night, after cops said that he sprayed grease on 2 employees.
All right, I'll tell you, this is one of my favorite restaurants in town. I just saw the story. I saw where it's working.
It's Po Folks.
When was the last time you were at the Po Folks?
Never been.
On 34th.
I have never been to the Po Folks.
That's been there forever, hasn't it?
Never been there.
Po Folks is a Po person's Cracker Barrel. Okay?
Okay.
If you too Po for Cracker Barrel, you go to Po Folks.
They got good moon pies.
Listen, they got good everything.
Around 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday night, employees at the Po Folks had an altercation in the kitchen. Officers said one worker, Ocasio Cubby, that's his name.
I like that name.
Cool,
Ocasio Cubby, C-U-B-B-Y.
All right.
53 years old, sprayed hot grease on 2 employees. A woman and a man, both employees suffered burns and were taken to the Tampa General Hospital burn unit for treatment.
Well, they're good care.
Well, that's pretty serious. I mean, you're passing by a lot of other hospitals going to TGH for their burn center.
Yeah.
Not considered life-threatening. Now, I don't have the sound effect of like a hot grease thing, but I'm imagining it's more like a, and you combine it with an You're like, All right, so we got to create it on the fly here. So this guy, Ocasio Cubby, flings hot grease on 2 other employees in the kitchen at Po Folks, and it probably sounded like, guys, I need someone to, I need someone to do the
Scream?
Do you want a male scream or a female scream?
I need both. You ready?
Okay.
Let's assume it was a male and a female. All right, so this moron throws hot grease on coworkers in the kitchen. You ready? Here we go. Oh, God.
Froggy, how old of a scream are you trying to give us?
I was doing it if it was a midget.
That's awful.
Oh, there you go.
What is that? Is that bacon frying, Andrew?
Oh, I'm starving.
What kind of seriously, what kind of a sicko would throw hot grease on coworkers? What kind of an argument do you have to have hot grease thrown on you at Po Folks?
That's an uncontrollable temper.
You know what they say? Hot grease in your face is like a Hallmark card.
I mean, lasts forever.
Don't.
Same as a hickey from Kinnicky.
That's terrible. Anyway, this Cubby guy was taken into custody, being charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery with hot grease. That's terrible.
I bet you a couple of minutes earlier that hot grease was used to make my country fried steak at the Po Folks with a white gravy on it.
Where was the last time you were at Po Folks?
Oh, it's been a couple of years. I mean, I'm not a regular, that's for sure.
It's been a couple of years. I'd say you're not a regular if you haven't been there in a couple of years.
Listen, I don't spend that much time in St. Pete eating at poor people's Cracker Barrels.
It's not poor people's Cracker Barrel, is it? Is that why it's called Po Folks? Really?
Hey. No,
it's kind of offensive.
Po Folks is like one of the original country-style home cooking restaurants.
Where's Rich Folk?
Now, I remember when I was in Virginia Beach, we used to have a Po Folks on Virginia Beach Boulevard, and it was like, I think it was a chain.
It is. There are a bunch of them.
All right, so the one on 34th, you're saying you're saying it's 34th? Where is it?
It's on 34th Street, yeah, in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
It's like 34th and 22nd.
So that's the old Po Folks chain then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I ate at a Po Folks. Last time I was at a Po Folks was 1988 on Virginia Beach Boulevard, right near the intersection of Independence Boulevard in Virginia Beach. That's the last time I was at a Po Folks.
So it looks like there's 5 of them in the state of Florida.
Right.
And then the one in St. Petersburg, and that's really the only one in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Rather go to Piccadilly Cafeteria.
You want to hear something that really, really sucks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, remember, we used to have the Morrison's Cafeteria on Dale Mabry. What happened to that, remember?
That was Stacy's Buffet.
That was a good place.
Morrison's Cafeteria, like north of Henderson, but like south of Cyprus. Right? There used to be a Morrison's Cafeteria. And that's been gone for a long time. I don't even know what's there now. I don't know what took its place, but there used to be a Morrison's Cafeteria. Michelle and I went when we first got to Tampa.
I have to admit,
and they'd have that like dessert goblet with the Jell-O cubes in there.
Oh, yum!
You know what I'm talking about at the very end?
I haven't been to a good buffet in a while. I gotta go. It's calling me.
You're dangerous at a buffet,
dude.
You want to hear something that really, really sucks?
Yes.
If you're a fugitive, if you got problems. Listen to this. This happened over in Vero, so the other side of the state. Deputies show up to a house fire. Guy's house is on fire. The fire department's there. Police show up. So the guy's house is like torched. And then the cops then discover that he's a fugitive. So he's arrested on felony warrants while his house is burning to the ground.
So they saved him from death and then arrested him.
Indian River County deputies responded to calls about a house fire in Vero, where the incident led to the arrest of the man who had several active warrants.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah. So they show up. They found the home engulfed in flames. When deputies tried to get the man living in the home, 34-year-old Wyatt Guy, away from the fire, he did the complete opposite. He ran inside. Eventually, they run his information. They find out the guy has a load of warrants out for his arrest. So that's a bad day.
Yeah.
You know, your house is burning down, and then you're arrested on felony warrant charges.
Let's not be too quick to judge. I mean, you just lost your house, and now you have accommodations at the county jail. So at least you have a bed and some food.
It's a wash.
Got another Florida moron story. What a shocker here. What do you notice when you drive around Tampa Bay? It is an epidemic. I see it all the time. What do you see on the roads all over Tampa Bay?
Broad question.
Yeah.
Cars.
I mean, all kinds of cars.
Nails.
No. Come
debris.
on.
All right.
People on their phone.
Let me give you a keyword is debris.
Oh, okay. Good. Because I was going to say people begging for money at intersections.
Nope, debris.
Debris.
Yeah, I mean, people dump everything. You see furniture, mattresses, and box springs are big items. Like, when was the last time you saw a mattress just dumped on the side of the road?
There's one in front of my house right now. I put it out there. Been there for a week.
People, I'm telling you, people, when they don't want to go to the dump and pay do you have to pay a dumping fee? So if you take something to the dump.
No, you don't. You just got to show your county.
If you have a tax record.
Yeah, tax.
In Hillsborough County.
Right.
You can use the dump. I've dumped.
So you go to the dump.
See, I go every week and I love it.
What do you mean you go every week?
The dump is the
Well,
best.
hold on. Why do you go to the dump every week?
I just dump stuff. I have
what
all
do
kinds
you
of stuff.
What do you have?
Dump.
Where's all the stuff kept that you dump?
If you want to see some real degenerates, you go to the dump on a Saturday.
Those are some awesome people.
I
dude.
know.
Those are good people. MJ, when was the last time you went to the county dump? There's one on Linebaugh, not too far.
I just said I pass by that when I go to the Costco.
Sure.
When I go to Costco off Line Ball,
Yeah, that's my dump.
in West, I pass the dump when I get off the Veterans. Isn't the dump right over there, right?
Yeah, off a line, boy. Yeah.
I have never been to any of the dumps in the Tampa Bay area.
You don't know what you're missing, dude.
Boy, what do you got? I got wood. I got some plastic. All right, take that to dump 2, and
you
then
serious?
dumpster 4.
Yeah,
Put
really?
the metal in dumpster 1.
They have a little shack hut.
A little shack
And
hut?
you pull in and you give them your tax statement, right? And they look and they ask, what you got? Oh, I got some cinder block and I got some wood. All right, wood goes in 1, cinder block's going 4.
And then they go, you got anything in TVs? And if you got something good, they take it at the shack. and
Really?
put it for themselves.
What do you got? I got some gold bars. All right, we're just going to keep that up here with us, okay? We're going to put that in the back of my car.
I got some bales of weed.
You just back that up to the Kia right there in the parking lot. Put the weed in the Kia.
And you see a lot of guys back up too far and hit the dumpster. It's really fun.
There are a lot of people. Is that like the people that lose control of their truck at the boat ramp?
Yeah, the boat ramp.
Oh,
I love those
boat
fails.
ramp
What happens is
Boat ramp problems where the whole pickup truck slides into the water. You
Yep.
ever-
at the dump, you drive on an elevated platform.
Yeah.
Well,
So you
an
throw your
elevated
stuff down.
mound. So you throw your stuff down
Oh.
into the dumpster. And there's these big, probably 2 foot by 2 foot square, just concrete pilings, just so you don't back up into the dumpster.
It's so fun just to smash
You
stuff.
can't move it. So you back up your car. People, driving their Cadillac Escalades who's never towed a trash trailer before, and they smash right into it. And I love it.
Oh,
Well,
that sounds like fun.
There are a lot of people that don't utilize the dump or they don't throw things away properly. And you got a lot of middle of the night dumping. You have people that will load up stuff in a truck at 2 a.m. They'll just find a street without a whole lot of traffic and they just dump crap. This is I see beds, I see mattresses, box springs, you see old furniture, headboards.
I'll tell you right now, I've gotten rid of every couch I've ever owned behind the big lots at the corner of Florida Avenue and Bears. I'll tell you right now. And you know what? The homeless guys back there love it.
Fester, that's his dumping ground.
They're like-
So when Fester doesn't go to the actual dump, you go to the secondary dump, which is the Big Lots
Behind the
parking
Big
lot.
Lots, yes, everybody knows where it is, right? At the corner of. If you ever see a recliner in the corner behind the Big Lots at the corner of Bears in Florida, that's my old recliner.
One that Fester wore out.
You know, the bums are like, "Hey Dom, what do you got for us today?" I'm like, "New recliner, boys."
The reason why I'm bringing this up is a guy in Key West was busted for dumping 30 mattresses and box springs on the side of the road.
That's aggressive, man.
If you see a mattress on the side of the road, what was that? Was that
15 miles to love?
Love Shack? Yeah.
If your stuff looks really distinct, you can't dump it on the side of the road because your friends will drive by and be like, "Oh, I saw that leopard print couch of yours out on this corner."
The Monroe County Solid Waste Management told the sheriff's office down there that the bedding weighed more than 1,700 pounds.
I mean, 30 mattresses and box springs. Yeah.
What, they like empty out a seedy hotel or something? What, they got some new mattresses in there? That's unbelievable. I mean, that takes some serious balls to dump 30 mattresses. You see the occasional dresser and headboard and the stained, nasty, peed up good mattress.
Yeah,
you
imagine
see
how
them on
gross those are.
Seriously, folks, I'm telling you right now, if you take like 3-4 days and you just drive around the Tampa Bay area, you can furnish a house with the crap that you'll see on the side of the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt. But 30 mattresses and box springs dumped along the side of the road. And the picture's classic. The picture, it's just they're all lined up. It's like a mattress firm or something on the side of the road.
All right, how do you get rid of 30 mattresses?
It's stained mattress firm is what it is.
Ew.
How would you get rid of those, though?
You got to take them to the dump, man.
You're in Key West, Monroe County. Why don't you give them to a bunch of Cubans that can make rafts out of them or something?
What, dude? Really?
Yeah,
You're gonna say that? Really,
Well,
Fester?
listen, they
That's
make it out of
terrible.
anything.
That's terrible.
Let's just listen. They float.
No, they're coming from Cuba. They're not already in
Oh, they're
Key
already
West.
here.
Yeah, they don't want to go back to Cuba, you idiot.
That's a good
All right,
point.
7:14 at the
I
MJ
was
Morning
confused
Show.
about that.
We start our long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next. Hey, I want to know if folks are falling into a trap. There's a trap that people are falling into. Also, my son is on a school trip right now. There is a school trip story with foreign students that visited the United States. You're not going to believe what happened to them. This is crazy. All right, we got a lot next. We do an hour and 20 minutes nonstop next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Q105 724. Here we go. 1 hour, 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show begins right now. Happens every morning right around this time. We go for an hour and 20 minutes with no interruptions. Nobody else does this. So thanks for listening. And again, make sure when you are driving and get to your destination, maybe you get to work or wherever, make sure you continue listening to the MJ Morning Show because you don't know what you're missing. All right. So when you get to your destination, take your smartphone, go to one of the apps, the iHeart app. And we're not an iHeart station, but we're on the iHeart app. We're on the Odyssey app. We're on the TuneIn app, my Q105 app. Download that. Our website, mjmorningshow.com. You'll see Listen Live up on the top right. So there are tons of ways to continue listening to us or like a regular radio. Just tune it to 104.7 FM. All right, we got this crazy student story. And it kind of, when I saw this last night, I'm like, hey, Julian's on a school trip. I sure as hell hope this doesn't happen to him. Julian, my son, is on a school trip in Japan right now for like 12 or 13 days. It's amazing. So hold on, I'll get to that in a second. First of all, if you were intrigued when I said we got to worry about super pigs now.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were saying pigs or pegs.
No, super pigs.
What the heck is a super peg?
That's why I was so confused.
No, super pigs. I remember when I was a kid. I remember the story about the Africanized killer bees that were coming to attack us all.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember there was a big scare. Well, I've heard about it. I wasn't even born.
Listen, back when like the songs that we play were new, like 1980s, I'm telling you, that was a deal. That the Africanized killer bees, and man, I was scared. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna sting us and they're gonna kill us. The killer bees were coming. Well, now there's another warning out. You're gonna love this. Highly intelligent, invincible super pigs are invading America.
Well, they also sound like they might be delicious.
Are they invincible? I'll
Yeah.
stab that thing. Oh, it sounds like a horror movie.
It does.
Are they talking about like the boar epidemic?
Listen, there's a hybrid breed of super pigs. It's a mix of domestic pig and wild boar that's running wild in Canada, wreaking havoc, and now they're coming across the border.
Canadian super pigs?
Tell you what, we got to be able to control the border. The border's just out of control.
Dude, if a couple of pigs can get through, imagine.
These are crossbred pigs, and they are heading south. They're heading into Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan. They're hard to eradicate. They are highly intelligent, invincible super pigs, and they're coming south, man. How long before they're in Florida?
How can they say they're invincible?
I'm telling you, I'm reading. Popular Mechanics has the headline. Highly intelligent and possibly invincible super pigs are headed to the United States.
Okay, so they're boars, and they bred with feral pigs, existing feral pigs. Like, aren't all pigs feral?
No.
I mean, are they talking about
No.
farmed pigs versus feral wild pigs?
These are like mutant, intelligent. They've got like IQs of like 125.
Oh, wow. They're gifted.
They read.
Or some are 140. They're Mensa pigs. All right.
I didn't know men's accepted pigs.
Heads up, folks, heads up. Now we have to worry about the super pigs that are coming to the United States. So, this is nuts. You want to hear something crazy? And I saw this last night. I'm like, whoa, wait a sec. My son is in Japan right now on a class trip. My son goes to boarding school in Connecticut. And this time of year, and he's been there since freshman year. He's done 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. He loves this boarding school. It was his choice. He wanted to go, and we obliged. But the school, like for their spring break, they have like 15 or 18 trips that the whole school can go on. And they fill up, so you have to, get in early. But they have all these different trips around the world and around the country. So the school, they have a 2-week break, and they go on these trips.
Okay.
And Julian signed up for Japan. He's with 12 other students and then 2 adults. Turns out the headmaster, the head of the school, is on Julian's trip to Japan.
Yeah, that's what
Good
you want to do.
choice.
You want to see what trip the chief muckety muck is taking, and you want to go on that one.
So Julian is in Japan right now. He's in Kyoto. I can look at our Life 360 thing, and he's in Kyoto right now. They're like 14 hours up. So it would be like 9 o'clock at night, right? 9:30 at night?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Kyoto right now. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is you want to hear the craziest damn thing? Students from the UK were here in America. Dozens of British students on a trip to the United States. They are stranded up in New Hampshire. Why? The hotel where they were staying accidentally shredded all of their passports.
Oh my gosh!
What?
How does that happen?
That's why I said, what the hell?
Well, I mean, they're like hard blue casings. It's
Yeah.
not like they're like jumbledy papers that.
Nope, shred them.
That's a hell of a shredder.
I wouldn't call it a hard blue case. I mean, our passports are blue. I think the British ones are like,
Red?
are they red or maroon or whatever?
Maroonish color?
But it's a
They're
cardboard.
distinct.
It's-
They're not just papers that can get jumbled in there.
How does a hotel up in New Hampshire shred 42 British students' passports and the chaperones? How does that happen? This is insane. Our staff are always on hand to support Brits in trouble overseas, and we have been in close contact with this school to assist them. A Foreign Commonwealth Development Office spokesman told the BBC, "We are processing their applications for emergency travel documents so the staff and children can return to the UK as quickly as possible." The group of high school students were on a ski trip to New Hampshire. They had to extend their trip by 4 days as they awaited emergency processing by the British Embassy down in New York.
Wow.
Okay, they're trying to solve the problem, but what about this accidental shredding? Like, what's the explanation?
4 staff members of the school, 42 kids, total of let's see, around 42 total passports. So it'd be like maybe 38 kids and 4 staff members. So 42 total passports were destroyed. They were at the Kanka-Magus. Lodge.
That sounds like a lip disease or something.
Yeah.
What happened to your lip, Froggy?
I got a bad case of Kanka-Mungus.
It really does.
They're at the Kanka-Mungus. Hey, no, it's not Mungus.
No, it's not
Mangus.
Mungus.
It's the Kanka-Magus. Kanka-Magus. Still, it's a terrible name. The Kanka-Magus Lodge.
All right, so apparently that's like an area in New Hampshire.
I like the Kanka-Mungus. That's better. There's a mungus. There's a fungus among us.
Kanka-Mungus.
So
There's a
in New Hamp-
Kanka-Mungus among us.
In New Hampshire, there's like the Kanka-Mungus Scenic Byway.
No, it's the Kanka-Magus.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's an area of New Hampshire. Okay, that's how they got this
So
dumb
they're at
name.
this lodge. Hey, what the hell happened?
I have to tell you, I never leave sight of my passport. If I have to
No.
show it to somebody, I don't leave it with anyone.
I'm not giving you my passport to hold. I know there are some hotels that
Oh, when
you
I went
leave them, they have to make copies and you can come get it later. I don't even like to do that.
No, when I went to Tunisia, you have to leave your passport at wherever what is it, the embassy, or when you check in and go into
When
Tunisia
why were you in Tunisia?
on a cruise.
Ah,
Yeah.
luckily you didn't get trafficked or something.
Very much so.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute.
Is that a shredder?
Yeah, that's the Kanka-Mungus Lodge shredding the kids' passports.
Was that the British kids screaming in the background?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was out of Fargo. I apologize. That was the wrong sound effect. So here we go. What were they having trees done? Where they had a wood chipper out front? How do you shred 42 passports of students?
Well, they don't need these British ones.
I can't figure it out.
All right, so I had one of our British listeners send me a text.
Yeah.
British passports come in maroon, blue, and black.
Oh,
I don't know what I don't know what the difference is.
I have no idea what all that means. Hey, Fester,
Yes.
how many minutes a day do you exercise?
Ooh, does that include walking, like from my car to the seat?
No, I'm talking about how many minutes a day do you exercise? I'm talking about moderate to vigorous intensity. How many minutes a day do you exercise?
Well, if I were going to round it to the nearest minute,
it would be 0?
Maybe 2. I mean, I don't know. I run up the stairs coming to work.
Hold on. I don't think running up the stairs at your house counts as exercise.
I run up the stairs at my house and here at the office place.
Of course, why wouldn't it count?
A lot of steps.
Yeah, why wouldn't
so
it count?
you get maybe a total of 1 minute and 10 seconds of stairway exercise?
I probably walk about 40 steps a day. I mean, there's like 20, 24 coming up here. That's one. Then a couple at the house. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, so.
Bruh. All right, the reason why I'm bringing this up, this is the minimum amount of exercise that you need to achieve daily in order to reduce your risk of a early death.
Does vigorous, doing it count? Because, then I round it to 3 minutes.
Faster. I'm concerned about you. I don't think you get much exercise. Do you have any kind of an exercise program? I mean, just walking to work up a few flights it's not even, we're on the second floor.
Yeah, thankfully. Thankfully, it's not a 3-story building. Otherwise,
you get more exercise. God forbid that happens.
To leave.
Now, there's a new study out in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, and it found just 11 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous intensity aerobic activity can lower the risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and premature death.
It's funny because I do 40 a day, and then
you do 40 minutes?
Yeah, total.
Yeah, so you're in pretty good shape.
But if I break it up, I will never break it up less than 11-minute increments. So it has to be 11 minutes. It can't be like 10 minutes.
So why did you settle on 11 minutes?
Because I read one time a long time ago that it's useless for aerobic purposes unless you hit the 11-minute mark.
Very interesting.
Get Tony Little on the line.
When I was a young lad,
I haven't seen him. Is he still in town?
I don't know.
You can do it.
Is
Tony Little still around?
He's sitting there counting his money from QVC or whatever he does now. Good for him.
So 11 minutes a day, just 11 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous intensity aerobic activity. Now, I do a very steady, a good power walk every single day with the dog. 6 o'clock at night, I finish with my afternoon show, and I do a 2-mile walk, and typically it takes me 34 to 37. It depends.
Is it a power walk or is it just you on your phone?
No.
I've walked with MJ before, and I gotta say, it's as high a brisk walk as you could have.
Yeah, because you can hear me breathing heavy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe when he's doing his Facebook Lives, he's a little slower, but when he's in walk mode, the definition of brisk, whatever brisk is right before it's a light jog, is what MJ does.
Hey, I'm powering through it.
So when I was a lad, my father told me the story of a guy he used to work with in Grumman.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when you were a lad, you didn't get any exercise either.
Well, listen, he's told me the story of a guy he worked with in Grumman out in Bethpage, Long Island, right? And this guy would eat salads every day for lunch. And then after he'd eat his salad, he would jog around the complex. And he'd see my dad and he'd kind of poke him in his gut. And he'd be like, hey, Larry, give him a poke. And then one day, this guy goes home on a Friday and drops dead in his driveway.
Of course.
Oh, my God.
And the point of the story was...
Oh, he was Mr. Healthy?
Mr. Healthy kicks the bucket.
Well, guess what? There was a famous jogger, and a guy wrote a book named Jim Fixx. Jim Fixx was like a real exercise buff. Guy dropped dead of a heart attack.
So that's the point in all
I remember
this.
I was like a teenager when that happened.
Just don't know.
Everybody's going to kick the bucket, enjoy the dessert. All right?
I'm just saying, Fester, they're claiming in the British Medical Journal that just 11 minutes of moderate to vigorous intensity aerobic activity a day can lower your risk of premature death.
Yeah, how about the British give me some breaking news from their dental journal? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You don't have one, do you? The
British Dental Journal is
Hello.
Hey, I'm heading to the UK later today, by the way.
Wow.
Yes.
When
there's all kinds of airplane stories.
Oh.
There's all yes, Rox.
What's your flight? Is there a direct flight out of Tampa?
No. Well, there is. There's a direct flight to London out of Tampa, but I'm not flying to London.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm flying to Scotland. So I've got to fly out of Tampa, which I got to fly out of Tampa to New York and then get a flight to Scotland. If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
So
remember Mike Myers in that SNL skit?
When you go through customs in the UK,
right?
Do they make you smile and check your teeth?
Fester,
come on. I have a British friend.
Come on.
What's the purpose of your visit? Why are you here? How long is your stay? Can you open your mouth for me? Let me see your teeth. Oh, yes.
See that dentition.
Oh, you're a brusher.
By the way,
you stamp that on your passport.
Folks, follow my Instagram because we are going today. We're flying to Scotland. We're going to see, by the way, we'll have great best ofs tomorrow and then next week. We mix things up. So when you listen to the MJ Morning Show when we're on vacation, it's the same format, the same amount of time. You'll get the same hour and 20 minutes nonstop that we do every day at this time. But we mix things up. So we take things from different parts of the show and play them in different hours. So you probably haven't heard a lot of our amazing material. And the best ofs tend to be all of our good stuff back to back to back to back.
Well, that's why we call them best ofs.
High quality, high density. But make sure you give me a follow on Instagram because we're going to visit Chloe. Chloe is doing her entire junior year, which wraps up in a couple of months, at St. Andrews in Scotland. So we're going to see Chloe, and she's got a soccer game next Wednesday. We're going to see that. And I will take pictures and shoot some videos over there. So make sure you give me a follow on my Instagram, and I'll take you along on the trip.
I want you to know on Monday at 7:30, Andrew has something very special coming up. He spliced together all of your Instagram
plugs,
shout-outs.
All my plugs.
It's going to be 4 hours of nothing but MJ.
One last Instagram plug. One last one. Give me a follow right now, Certified MJ Radio, and I will do lives over there, and I'll do pictures and videos. So give me a follow. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio, and I will take you along. And then also later today, we've got a layover in New York.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rent a car. We're going to go on a little, I got like 3 pizza stops planned before we get on the flight to Scotland later tonight.
God, what a pig.
Yeah,
You're going to go to 3 restaurants?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the L'Industrie. I'm going to hit the Paulie G's Slice Shop and probably New Park Pizza in Queens in Howard Beach, which is right near JFK. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want a great classic New York slice, and if you're at JFK for more than like 2.5, 3 hours, get in a taxi and tell the driver to take you to New Park Pizza. It's like a 7-minute drive from JFK. And I'm going to be having 3 different slices when we get to New York later today before we board the flight to go across the pond.
Great. And good. And if you want to keep up with myself and Fester and Froggy over break, Fester Tampa on IG, Froggy MJ Radio, and Roxanne Wilder.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks, Rox. What are you going to put on your Instagram during break?
My colonoscopy.
That's right. Roxanne's colonoscopy. Did you pick up your prep?
I picked up the prep, and I made a lot of bad mistakes, and I don't care.
All right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is important. Roxanne has a colonoscopy scheduled for tomorrow. Is this your first one?
Yes.
Roxanne's first colonoscopy.
I'm excited about it because
MJ, that explains our earlier conversation.
Did you just say you made bad mistakes in the prep?
I haven't actually made a mistake when I was purchasing things for the prep. I made some mistakes. But
all right, so hold on.
They're correctable.
What mistakes do you think that you made?
Well, I went shopping yesterday to buy myself my liquid diet. So I bought pineapple juice. I bought V8.
You can't take V8.
V8?
You need... Okay. When you start your colonoscopy prep, you've got to have clear liquids. You can't have V8.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
What do you mean it's my fault?
Yesterday, I was talking to the lady on the phone, and she was telling me what I had to do.
Talking to what lady on the phone?
The lady at the colonoscopy place.
The lady at the hose up your butt place?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was telling me what to do, and she was like, and you were blasting Billy Ocean, and I was like, MJ, can you please turn that down? Can you please turn that down?
I'm doing what?
Whatever music you're blasting in the studio.
She made a phone call in the studio.
During one of our breaks, you were making a call to your your
to the nurse.
To the nurse at the colonoscopy joint?
And I couldn't hear anything, and I thought she just said...
The gastroenterologist?
Yes.
No, you were right earlier. It's called the hose up your butt place. She's like, hello, thank you for calling the hose up your butt place. It's just, yeah, this is Roxanne. And in the background, you're just blasting Caribbean Queen.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my butt.
I love Billy Ocean.
Is that how the song goes?
That's a hot remake for 2023.
It's get out of my dreams, get into my butt.
You know what, MJ? With the current state of music, that's the kind of stuff that sells.
Get out of my dreams, get into my butt.
Did you hear the new Billy Ocean song?
Dun, 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 get out of my dreams.
I'm just imagining the video.
Roxanne, did you drink the V8? Because you ruined your prep.
The day just started, but I thought it was just a liquid diet. I thought it was like, clearly you need to be on a liquid diet.
They
clearly
tell you,
I do.
listen.
But it was a clear liquid.
They tell you, like, if you're doing like the Miralax with Gatorade,
I'm not doing that.
You got to, but if you do that, because I told you what to do.
Yeah.
But if you do the Miralax with Gatorade, you're not supposed to drink like red Gatorade.
Yeah, you can't drink reds or purples.
So why the hell would you buy V8?
Because I couldn't hear her with the music.
I could have had a V8 up my butt.
Yeah, the one word
All
you
I
said
heard
is
was liquid.
Don't have V8, and your word you didn't hear is don't. You're like, have V8. It sounds great.
So what other mistakes have you made?
Just the purchase of all the juices that I can't drink. But I have my bone broth right now. I am right. That's
you got
clear.
a carton of bone broth.
Yeah.
I didn't know they sold boxed bone broth like for just drinking around
You're
town.
sipping bone broth like a kid sips a Capri Sun over there.
Yeah, you're so limited as to what you can have.
Yeah,
basically,
because you got to be cleaned out for them to shove the thing up there.
Okay,
all right.
well,
to see what's going on.
Have you seen a list of things that are acceptable on a clear liquid diet?
Yeah, I looked at it last night after I came home with my pineapple juice and my
And your
V8. And
V8.
Nana said, "No, Roxanne, you can't drink that
And my
stuff."
rump roast.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Exactly. I had some paella. I'm on a special colonoscopy prep diet. Got some jambalaya. All right, so hang on a minute. I gotta move on here. But one last question.
But
I told you that the best stuff. The prep, people complain about the prep. The colonoscopy, which I encourage everyone to do when you should do it and ask your doctor. But you can catch stuff early, and that's what's important here. But everyone complains about the colonoscopy. Listen, they knock you out with propofol, and just make sure you don't get Michael Jackson's doctor. But they always tell you it's the best sleep.
That's what I'm excited about.
It's the best sleep you're ever going to have.
Yes.
And that's why Michael Jackson was getting hit up with propofol just to go to bed. I got a little too much one night, and we know
need more, Conrad.
We know what happened there.
Sleep, Conrad.
Yeah, a little more. So I told you the prep part is can be a little tedious with the whole thing of Miralax and drinking like a gallon of Gatorade or water or whatever. And I said there's a much easier prep, and it's called Clen Peak.
And that's what my doctor does.
So you have. Now, when you picked up your prescription, it's got to be covered. Some insurance covers it, some don't. So you're telling me you picked it up and our insurance plan, our lousy insurance plan was $0?
$0.
No copay? Nothing?
Nothing.
Really?
Nada.
That is incredible. Our insurance is not that great.
No, it was really awful.
Our insurance is pretty bad.
I mean, it's the worst.
Because typically the Clen Peak, without insurance, it's like $300, I think. It's not cheap.
Yeah, well,
but you drink a fraction of the liquid. You take 2 little bottles and boom. Have you started your first, later
3
today?
3 o'clock today.
3 o'clock today, you started up. All right, excellent. Hey, have you heard of, I don't mean to make you hungry here, so your liquid diet starts when?
I started it this morning.
Oh, you did start it today to clean her out. All right. Have you heard of paper chew? Do you know what paper chew is? 7:48 at the MJ Morning Show. Thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show with Roxanne and me, MJ, and Fester and Froggy. What do you think? You've heard of pay-per-view, of course, but what is paper chew?
Like when the dog eats your homework.
No.
Paper chew. Like it's paper and it chewed it up.
No. Pay, P-A-Y, pay per chew.
Is it a really, really crappy Pokemon card you can get?
No. Come on, guys.
I have no idea. What paper chew is?
So what is
pay per pay per bite of food in your mouth? Is that what you're getting at?
Wow.
I mean, you're getting closer. Now, this is happening, and it's starting in a lot of larger cities. And how long before this comes to the Tampa Bay area? What is happening is the ability to get reservations at really good restaurants, it's getting tougher and tougher. And restaurants now are going to like a subscription model where you like prepay and you get a reservation, and it's a way to kind of guarantee revenue. And how long before this comes to the Tampa Bay area? And it's not just fancy schmancy places. It's also some, mid-range places as well. And they're calling this pay per chew. Now, here in the Tampa Bay area, the restaurant scene has really exploded in the last couple of years. And it's even intensifying now, even in the last 6 months in the Tampa Bay area. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of high-end stuff, a lot of good food, a lot of good restaurants are opening. The Tampa Bay area is absolutely changing. The growth is large. Tons of people from the Northeast are moving into Florida, and one of the biggest growth areas is right here in the Tampa Bay area. But you look at some of the great restaurants that are new, that are opening up, or restaurants that are about to open up. The culinary scene, restaurant-wise, in the Tampa Bay area is changing rapidly. Now, pay per chew is when a restaurant goer is willing to pay a monthly subscription fee to be able to go to restaurants. Now, we have monthly subscription fees like, Netflix, or, you have, consumer products. You can do the, what do they call it? Like if you have, the subscription plan at Chewy, so the stuff ships everywhere. What's the name for that?
Yeah, I'm talking about
a recurring thing.
Shipment. I was on Amazon, and they asked me if I wanted to pick Amazon Basics that I want to have coming recurring to my house.
Yeah, so it's the recurring thing. But I think there's like when I go on Chewy to order dog crap, I think there's another term that they. But what's going on now is restaurants are getting into the whole recurring food subscription deal, and they're calling this pay per chew. And even some large chains like Panera and P.F. Chang's in some places in the country, they're experimenting with a subscription model, and that sort of guarantees that the revenue is constant.
Sounds like timeshares for restaurants.
Well,
people aren't going to go
what's
that
the subscription
often.
at Panera? Like my friend just signed up for the subscription at Circle K for a drink a day.
Oh, that's true.
And he says it's like, I don't know, $5.99 or $6.99 a month. And he says it's the best thing.
But does he go every day?
Every freaking work
Well,
day.
Thirsty is he?
He gets a drink at Circle K, and it's free.
They're banking on people not going every day like your friend who's like totally taking advantage. Well, I mean,
he's
I guess he's not. I mean,
he's taking advantage of the service he bought.
Right. But they're banking on not everyone is. If you do 31 days, let's say you take 31 days out of a month or 30 days, whatever. Well, February was a little less, but they're not banking on you going there every single day to get a drink. But your friend is making sure he goes every single day.
All the time.
So you're paying, let me get this straight. Are you paying for a meal in advance, or are you just paying to have access to be able to book a meal?
No, you're paying for your meal in advance in some of these places. But what's going on is you have some higher end restaurants where you join a club as well, and it gets you the reservation, and it's like they're guaranteeing that their book is already filled, and it's just a way to sort of guarantee revenue. But what's happening is you got places that even without subscription models, they're tough to get in. There are restaurants locally that have 2-3 months, booked reservations. You can't get it. There are places that, people are up at midnight for the next available day for reservations that open up. People are literally at midnight waiting for some of like the open tables and the resi deals to open up locally here in the Tampa Bay area.
Give me a break. Just make something at home.
But this is a new deal. It's called pay per chew, and it is getting people to essentially subscribe and guarantee that they're going to pay in order to go to the restaurant.
I think they need to change the name because I can't get the image of someone chewing paper out of my head every time you say that. Paper chew.
Okay, so
and that sounds disgusting.
It's P-A-Y.
I understand, but when you say it just sounds like paper chew.
Pay
per chew.
Chew.
It's the efficient use of hyphens in this would also help. Pay-per-.
So it's happening at middle range stuff. Like there's some company that's doing the taco pass that you pay X amount of dollars.
Doesn't Taco Bell have something like that? You pay something and you get a taco a day?
Taco Bell, they were playing around with something called the Taco Lovers Pass, and $10 you get a taco a day for a month. Now I don't know if are they doing that locally?
See, if a taco place hooked up with like a gas station, you'd be like Taco Pass Gas, and that would make sense on several levels.
All right, stop. So
good one.
Yeah, that's not a
taco.
Don't encourage.
That's the good stuff.
That's not good.
I'll tell you right now. That wasn't
Froggy. Don't encourage him. That wasn't good.
Hold on, MJ. Let's really deep dive that last joke.
No. Let's not. Let's move on.
It wasn't the highest level joke, but everybody chuckled at it. You see,
I didn't chuckle.
I didn't chuckle.
Don't chuckle.
I'm not here to make you laugh.
Chuckle.
I didn't chuckle.
There are people in the cars right now going,
no chuckle.
They're going,
in fact, I don't even want those chuckle chewy candies anymore.
They're going, huh. See, that was a terrible joke.
What?
The Chuckles chewable candy? Nobody knows what.
Are they still out there?
See, that's what I mean. It's so obscure. People are like, what?
Those little jelly candies, like the different flavors, they were called Chuckles.
Whoever was
Are those
chuckling,
gone?
Whoever was chuckling at my Taco Gas or Taco Pass Gas stopped when you said chuckle. Like, oh. Okay.
That wasn't funny either.
It's over.
So heads up on...
That was an observation.
Heads up on restaurant subscriptions. Some... Now, it goes different ways. Some, you get a pass and you get X amount of food during the month, but others, you got to like join a club in order to get the reservation. And in some cases, you pay to join the club for the ability to then get the reservation and then pay the regular check.
Yeah,
and
I gotcha.
that's at higher end restaurants.
Okay.
So that's being toyed with. So just heads up. It seems that the model is changing everywhere. And sometimes you just want to call up. Like, I'm a day of person or a day before person.
You know what I am? I'm not a have to do this person. Like Fester, your guy who has the subscription at Circle K. Now, if I had that, I'd be like, I got to go there and use a subscription. No. And then I wouldn't want to.
It's the biggest blessing in his life. He thinks it's the greatest thing ever.
7:55. 7:56 now, actually, at the MJ Morning Show. Question for the crew and then a question for our MJ listening audience right now. And I'm going to want you to call in on this. What is the longest you've ever slept? The longest you've ever went to sleep and the longest that you've ever slept before you woke up. I'd like to know a number. How many hours have you slept? The longest you've ever put your head down and you awakened hours later.
Well, what if
let's go.
Like when I had COVID, when you're sick.
Hang on. Listen, I'm not talking about being sick.
So to exclude the times that we're sick?
All right, 800-990-1047. 800-9... You know what? I will include being sick. So I will include that.
Well,
so
how about comas?
Hang on. No, comas don't count.
Okay.
I was asleep once for 6 months and I could hear my wife crying over my body.
How about Rip Van Winkle? I was asleep for 20 years.
There you go.
All right. 800-990-1047. What is the longest you've ever slept? Because I read a story last night about a woman that slept for 4 days straight. That's like a mini coma. But this woman, Joanna Cox, 38 years old, apparently she's got some condition called idiopathic hypersomnia. And it's a rare sleeping disorder, and it causes people to become very sleepy during the day after they even have a full night's sleep, according to the Mayo Clinic. But this woman has the condition which causes her to sleep 22 hours a day, right? So I'll take both calls here, and I'll even ask you guys, what is the longest you've ever slept when not sick? And what is the longest you've ever slept when you were sick? Now, I can't sleep for more than about 7 hours. The whole getting 8 hours of sleep, I can't do it. On the weekends when I don't set an alarm, when I don't have to be up for anything. On the weekends, I'll go to sleep, and a lot of times I wake up 5.5, 6 hours, and I'm ready to go. And I'm just sitting there in bed. Where's my 7, 8 hours of sleep? I can't get it. I want to say maybe in my teenage years or maybe early 20s. I might have had the flu or something, and I might have, zonked out for like 10 hours one time.
Yeah.
But I have never had an extensive amount of sleep. So I thought we'd go to phones on this and ask our listeners, what's the longest you sleep or that you have slept when you're not sick? And then maybe, we can also say, all right, when you're sick, what's the longest you ever slept? So, Roxanne, when you are healthy, you're not ailing with anything, what is the longest that you can actually put your head down, go to sleep at night, and then how long?
I'm going to tell you right now, this is a night that I actually, when I want to like fantasize about something.
And I'm not talking about blackout drunk nights for you either.
No, I know. I fantasize about what I'm about to describe to you.
Okay.
Doug was out of town and he was flying back to Miami on Saturday. He's like, why don't you go stay in Miami Friday night and then I'll see you in the morning or whatever. So I stayed in a hotel room. This is like not that long ago by myself. And I slept for 12 hours. I had a glass of wine, room service. I went to bed at 9:00 and I didn't wake up till 9:00 the next day.
Really?
And I felt so amazing. It was at the Biltmore.
12 hours?
Yes. And I went downstairs and I'm like, you have to tell me what kind of mattresses these are.
You think it was the mattress?
It was being by myself.
The mattress
alone in the bed.
caressed you and held you?
It was just 12 hours of amazingness. And then I felt like the next day, like I was floating all day.
And you only had one glass of wine?
Yeah.
So you weren't blackout drunk?
No, just like
all right.
room service.
Yeah. Let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. The longest you've ever slept, either not sick or the longest you've ever slept when you've been sick. Fester, what's your deal on sleep?
If I were really, really exhausted, I'm a light sleeper as well. 5-6 hours a night is about what I get.
Yep.
But if I was exhausted, 10 might be the number.
When's the last time you had 10 hours of sleep that you put your head down at midnight and you woke up at 10, or you went to bed at 10 p.m. and you woke up at 8 a.m.? When's the last time that happened?
2008.
Come on, come on. I don't know. Being a wise ass over here.
Yeah, I'm usually a pretty early guy. Even on weekends, I wake up early. But no, I have to be pretty exhausted. But I don't think I ever slept more than 10 hours in one stretch.
All right, Froggy.
Yeah, I could sleep a long time if I want to, but I don't really. On the weekends, I'll sleep in.
Like, what is sleeping? What's the longest you can sleep?
I'll sleep till like 11 on a Saturday sometimes.
But when did you go to bed?
How many hours?
Oh, I probably went to bed at 11.
That's 12 hours.
12
Yeah, 12
hours?
hours.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't work as hard as me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Look at the phones on this, man. Got the Sleeping Beauty lines here. Ann is in Winter Haven. Hey, Ann, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. Welcome to you.
Hold on. Welcome to you?
Yeah, welcome to you, to my phone. Aren't you lucky?
Okay.
We are. Okay. All right.
We are.
I got you, Ann. All right, Ann, what's the longest you can sleep?
I would say if I get a 5-hour night, I've done wonderfully. Jeez. Usually it's 3 to 4.
But if you could sleep for a long time, how long would you sleep for?
No, that's not what we're asking.
Oh, what are we asking?
No, we're asking how long do you sleep? We're not, if you dream, how long? No, it's how long do you sleep? So, Ann, 5 hours is good for you? That's about as much as you can get?
That's about it.
All right, Ann, thanks for the call. Sean is in Treasure Island. Hey, Sean.
Hey, buddy. How are you doing today?
Doing fine. All right, what's the longest that you can sleep?
The longest, and I have to be totally sick as a dog, 10 hours. Max 10.
And what if you're not sick as a dog? What is the maximum amount of sleep that you can get?
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
I'm 3-4 hours a night. That's it.
Yeah, I get like 4 or 5, but I get a little nap during the day in between programs. But if I tried to lay down for 8 hours of sleep, and on the weekends when I don't get up early, I can't do 8 hours. Sean, thanks for the call.
Yeah, you nap too.
William in Tampa. William, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing fine. All right, how long can you sleep?
The longest I've ever slept, not waking up, is like 30 hours.
Whoa, all right. Hey, all right, William, can you pick up the regular phone? Is that possible or no?
I'm still sleeping.
I can't. I'm driving.
Okay, understood. All right, try to get a little louder then and get closer to your hands-free mic. So, wait a minute. How can you sleep 30 hours?
I worked 3 10-hour shifts one time, back to back to back, and then I went on a 12-hour trip. I drove to North Carolina on a vacation, and I went to bed and woke up about 30 hours later.
What, you never woke up during the 30-hour slumber?
Nope.
See, that's incredible. That's part of the reason why we're taking calls here. I mean, I know that it can happen, but 30 hours. William, thanks for the call, and drive safely. Lydia is in Plant City. Hey, Lydia.
Hey.
Oh, hey, speaking of Plant City, doesn't the Strawberry Festival start today?
Is it today?
Yeah. It starts today.
Yeah, Strawberry. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Strawberry Festival is the largest fair in the state of Florida. I don't even think the Florida State Fair has as many attendees as the Strawberry Festival.
Okay.
I think that's a fact. All right, Lydia at Plant City, go ahead.
I don't know if that's how you state facts.
The longest I've ever slept is 18 hours, and that's straight.
Nice.
How were you able to sleep 18 hours straight?
I went down for a nap around 3 o'clock and didn't wake up till about 9 or 10 the next morning.
And you were not sick?
No, just regular. Went down for a nap, never set an alarm, didn't wake up till the next morning.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you. Appreciate it, Lydia. Jessica's in Tampa. Jessica, it's the MJ Morning Show Sleep Lines. What's the longest you can sleep?
So the longest I've slept was accidental, actually. I had a headache, and I asked my mother for some ibuprofen. And she gave me what we thought was ibuprofen when, in fact, it was 3 muscle relaxers.
You were drugged.
I was drugged by my mother. We still laugh about the fact that...
So how long were you out?
I was out for 22 hours.
Oh, my God.
I told her...
Did your mom call 911?
She didn't, because...
Was she checking on whether your chest was moving and you were breathing?
She was. She checked.
Did she hold a mirror to, like, your nose and mouth to see if it fogged it up?
I don't think she went that far, but it was pretty hilarious.
How old were you when this happened?
I was
6. No. Hang on. How old were you?
I was probably about 22.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, we still laugh about that. I always check when I'm like, hey, let me get some Tylenol. And, she's in New York now and I'm here in Florida, so she doesn't get the chance to
drug you.
Anymore.
My God, is she friends with Bill Cosby?
Oh, gosh, maybe.
Jessica, thanks for the call. Sean is in Land O'Lakes. Hello, Sean, MJ Morning Show.
How you doing this morning?
I tell you what, a lot of response on the sleep calls here.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Everyone does it. Sean, what's the longest you've ever slept?
Actually, it just happened about 2 days ago. I just got off shift, and I did some things around the house, laid on my bed. I was like, I'm going to take me about a 2-3 hour little nap right here. I'm tired. And it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I go take a little nap. I get up. I'm like, I feel pretty well rested, and it's about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God! So, did you miss anything?
I missed dinner, some friends and family coming over, a little movie event that they were doing. Yeah, I miss all the good things. That's why I hate taking naps.
That's like 15 hours, right?
That was a new record for me, and I felt like a new human being.
Maybe we need these long what would you call them? Like coma naps or coma sleeps or something. Alex is in Tampa. Alex, you there? Alex is a fire. We just lost Alex. Alex was a firefighter.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Alex, I was just taking your call and you hung up.
Shift work probably affects your sleep too. Yeah.
Alex, try to get in.
How about truckers over the road? Yeah. Truckers.
Kathy in Tampa. Hey, Kathy, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey. Good morning.
What's the longest you've ever slept?
The longest I ever slept was after I had COVID. I started feeling better, and I fell asleep on my recliner, and 12 hours. I wake up and I didn't know what time it was. I went, what time is it? My husband's like, 9. I'm like, 9 at night. No, it's 9 the next morning. I'm like, what?
I haven't lost situational awareness like that in a long time, but that happened to me maybe in my teenage years when you'd fall asleep and then you'd sleep a long time. And I was definitely able to sleep a lot longer when I was younger and before I had, this crazy radio schedule that I do. But a couple of times, I think in my teens, I've lost situational awareness where you fall asleep and then you wake up and you think you've been sleeping for like an hour or two, quick little nap, and you look outside, expect to see the sun, and it's pitch dark outside.
That's
you
the
find
worst.
out it's like 3 in the morning. It's like, oh my God, where'd the last 12 hours go?
Well, I never sleep. I mean, since I've been a teenager, I'll go to bed 2, 3 in the morning. I wake up at 6. I get 2, 3, 4 hours. I'm fine, and then no problem. So my husband and son are like checking me, making sure I'm not dead. And
Yeah,
it's like-
exactly.
and I don't understand how people can do that and not pee themselves after 6 hours.
Yeah.
Good point.
How do you sleep 30 hours without wetting everything?
Exactly. That's a very good point. Yes, Rox.
So I've got quite a few moms that are hitting me up
Yep.
and saying that they go to hotels once a month just to sleep.
What?
Yeah, this one.
Hold on, wait a
yeah.
minute.
What is
So
going on with the
I'm going to
hotel
start a
thing?
mom group.
Moms leave their house and leave their kids and it's
the best sleep you can get.
Tell their husband just watch the kids. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm checking into the hotel, motel, holiday. I'm going to, what's the place that gives you the cookies when you check in? Doubletree.
Yeah, Doubletree.
Yeah.
Doubletree.
And Hampton Inn.
Going to Doubletree to get some of those cookies. I just wish they'd leave the nuts out. I don't like nuts in cookies.
Hampton Inn has better cookies.
I just want regular chocolate chip cookies. Hey,
Yeah.
Doubletree, 86 the nuts, will you please?
And Hampton Inn has that good robust coffee.
Also, we were at a Doubletree recently. I think we were at a Doubletree at where the hell were we? I think we were up in Connecticut, like within the last month, and we went to a Doubletree. And when you check in, you get the warm cookies, and like on the package, it was like one cookie was like 550 calories. I'm like, what are they putting in these cookies?
Well,
It's like, whoa.
we put in extra nuts.
But is that a real? You're getting texts.
It's-
Mothers are leaving their families.
It's giving me an idea.
Is it once a month?
Yeah, once a month. It's going to be, okay, instead of a book club, it's a mom hotel club. And
Mom abandon the family and go sleep at a hotel
and
club alone?
You do it by yourself, kind of like you read a book by yourself. So you do that by yourself, and then you circle back with your hotel club moms, and you talk about how great your night's sleep was.
How many moms do this? Is this like folks, is this just an individual texter?
It doesn't sound terribly common.
Why don't you just go to sleep in your own room?
Well, all right, family, I'm going to abandon you for
I'm
40
leaving it.
hours.
Exactly. You're like abandoning, you're walking out on the family.
I would be pissed.
Are there people that do this other than the texter that just texted us?
I mean,
Are there
normal?
any mothers out there that say, hey, I'm walking out on the family for a day. I'm going to check into a hotel and just get some sleep.
Is it walking out on the family? What about like when the dad travels for work and is gone and gets to do that?
That's work. You're providing, or maybe
But you still
hang
get
on.
to sleep in a hotel room by yourself and
Get a job where you have to travel.
Or maybe the mom, maybe it's the wife that actually travels for work. That's called doing your job. It's not that you're a mom that's just going a mile down the street to a hotel room to leave your family for a day.
I did that when I first had Daviana. I did that too.
If my wife wanted to leave the house for a week and come back with a big pile of cash from work, I'd be like, great.
All right, 800. All right, let's refine this. I'm going to grab the calls we have on hold, but let's refine this before we move on. Are there any moms listening that literally you walk out on your family just to go to a hotel to check in?
Besides Roxanne.
800-990-1047. A few more calls, then I got to move on. 800-990-1047 here on the MJ Morning Show. Let me grab Michael in Tampa. Hey, Michael, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hi.
26 hours.
What?
26 hours.
You once slept 26 hours straight. Why? How?
I went out on a deep sea fishing trip, which was a 3-day long deep sea fishing trip.
Right.
So when I came home, of course, I died on the bed, and my wife's like, I was getting ready to try to wake you up and check on you because I was really worried you slept 26 hours.
Jeez, that's insane. Thank you, Michael. Let's grab Michelle in Lakeland. Michelle, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Good morning, MJ, everybody else. Hey, you guys all forgot one thing. I am a mom. I'm a grandma, but I'm also a foster pet parent.
Okay.
And I get about 4 hours sleep.
All right, so what's the longest you sleep?
Maybe 5. That's it.
All right, see, and I can only get I think on the weekends I might get 6, but I'm awake 5.5 hours, 6 hours, boom. I can't get 8 hours. It's just impossible. Let's grab Chris, just a few more here, and unless you get some moms that walk out on the family and go to the hotel to just sleep. Chris is in Lakeland. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, MJ?
Doing fine. Go ahead.
Hey, 8 to 10 hours. If I get any more than that, I feel almost like I'm just.
Like you are now?
You know, I think that I've had the feeling where you get too much sleep, but it's been many years, and you feel like a wet bag of concrete or something.
Almost like you can't put a sentence together on the radio, Chris? Almost like you can't speak after being on hold for 12 minutes?
Leave him alone.
Chris has been waiting on hold for 12 minutes. He's like, hey, Chris in Lakeland.
Can you let Chris talk? Yes, Chris, go ahead.
I just feel like I'm staring at these things, and I feel a little lethargic if I get more than 10 hours.
Yeah,
there you go.
No kidding.
Thanks, Chris.
How many hours did you sleep last night?
All right, we have 3 calls now on hold of moms that walk out on the family and go sleep at a hotel.
Listen, I got my club started online right here. All my friends are hitting me up on the text message.
The Roxanne Club.
The Roxanne leave the family and sleep at a hotel club. Dump the kids on the hubby club. All right, Tina's in Tampa. Hey, Tina.
Hi. I am a chronically tired mom that for my birthday, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and Christmas, I go and stay in a hotel and sleep 12 hours straight.
I
So
love it.
you leave the kids, you leave the husband, and you just go to a hotel by yourself?
That's it. That's all I want.
On Christmas, you're going to the hotel.
Okay, not Christmas Day, but like as my gift. That's he asks me every year, what do you want for Christmas? And I say, you know what I want? I want a nice hotel stay with 12 hours of sleep.
Wow.
Yes.
And that's what I get.
See, this is thank you, Tina. Appreciate the call. This is now expanded into something. Yeah. The phones are all lighting up again here.
Oh, we're going crazy over here,
my
MJ.
God.
And by the way, tell MJ could you please stop saying walking out on the families? Could you please stop using the words abandoned?
Yeah, let's use a less hurtful word for what you're actually doing.
Joy's in Lakeland. Hey, Joy.
Hi.
Joy, do you leave the house and stay in a hotel?
Yeah, so I was the one who said that I leave once a month to go to a hotel. But I am a single mom of 2. I have a 5-year-old and 11-year-old, and so I alternate weekends with their dad. And so I'm not leaving them, but it's exhausting. You're just going nonstop, and I work from home. So I want to get out of the house, and you can't get any better sleep, honestly, than in a hotel. And that's all I do is I go to the hotel and I just sleep just hours.
So even when the father of your kids has the kids, you'll even leave your house and go to a hotel?
Yeah, because
How often do you do that?
once a month, I say.
You should get a new bed, ma'am.
Yeah.
What hotel do you go to? Is it?
Well, I mean, like.
Is it like the Red Roof Inn, or is it like a
Vista or something?
The what?
Nothing like.
Did you say the La Quinta?
Like middle of the road.
Okay.
As far as like quality, but I mean, at the house, there's probably 20 little kids who will ring my doorbell a day, and so I gotta escape. My mom also lives in my neighborhood, so I got to get away from everybody.
All right, thanks for the call. All right.
Your mother sounds like a real handful there, Joey.
Sounds like a lot of unnecessary stress in your life.
Yeah, seriously.
Kelsey is in Clearwater. Kelsey, MJ Morning Show, do you just leave your home and go to a hotel for sleep?
Okay. So I'm starting this because I'm totally with Roxanne and the last caller. I think we need to do that hotel exchange because this is definitely a common thing. It actually started because my fiance, we have an 11 and a 6-year-old, and he would take me away for my birthday, and it would just be him and I in a hotel. And we would find that we both would sleep ridiculously when they were with the grandparents. So he started planning these for me to go by myself because there's something about not having the door being able to be knocked on or opened up when you're trying to go to the bathroom or, Mom, I'm hungry, or just having someone else take that because he works out of the office. And so I've been a stay-at-home mom. So, no, I don't bring home the cash. But just like Roxanne said, you end up getting burnt out in the same way if you don't have that release in some kind of way. Sometimes it's just sleep. So if all we're begging for is sleep, I'm like, have at it.
So if Roxanne started the Roxanne Dump the hubby and kids club.
I think you should call it Mental Health Recharge Club.
I like Roxanne, dump the hubby and kids and stay at a hotel club. I think. Would you join that, Kelsey?
Join it. I will be there today. You tell me when, I'm there.
Okay, I think this is a thing.
Is
we
this
can
a
start
thing?
like booking out, getting group rates at nice hotels.
Are all you ladies going to sleep in the same room?
No, that's the point. You're by yourself.
Oh, that's
Are you going to hold any events or no? You just all just go.
As long as we're in bed by 8 o'clock, fine.
Fights.
Yeah.
Only wine and comfies and just venting. That's
Yes.
it. Football mom's real
sounds
mom's
great.
thing.
Kelsey,
I
thanks
love
for the
it.
call. Yeah, coming soon, the Roxanne, dump the hubby and the kids and stay at a hotel club. Thanks.
Dump the hub club.
All right, one more. Alex, the firefighter, got back in, so let me grab
good.
one more. Hey, Alex, you were calling in on what's the longest you can ever just fall asleep?
Yeah, I came home at 8 o'clock after a 48-hour shift, and I think I slept for 20 or 21 hours. I woke up the next day at 6 a.m.
I don't know how people do that. That to me is unbelievable. Alex, are you a City of Tampa firefighter?
Hillsborough.
Gotcha. Hey, buddy, thank you for calling in. Thanks for your service to the county.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good day. Well, there we go. A lot came out of that.
You have no idea what's going on over here.
What's going on in the texting?
I mean, first of all, again, you got to soften the language because we're talking about being moms and always on and always stuff to do. And so it can't be called abandoning and ditching.
What word would you go with?
Fleeing.
Okay, so fleeing is...
So fleeing the family is better than
family flea.
walking out or abandoning the family flea club? Is that it?
Yeah.
Roxanne's Flee the Family Club. Oh, my.
MJ, I need you for a second.
Yes.
I've been getting a text from a listener.
Yes.
And they've been asking me
Is this on your private text?
Yeah. And they've been asking me the same question. They wanted me to ask you this.
Yes.
And it's an HR-related issue.
Yes.
If you quit your job,
yes,
and you give a 2-week notice.
Hold on. Somebody is texting you on your private cell phone.
You can read it. You can read it. They've asked me all week, and I haven't asked. It slipped my mind. But it's an HR. I don't know why they want to go to MJ HR manager, but they want me to ask. And you can scroll back to the last 3 or 4 days.
And of course, Froggy just incessantly gives out Fester's private cell phone number, which is...
Well, all of us do it, but it's 813-310-8444. Feel free to give it out yourself. He doesn't mind anymore.
813-310-8444. If you ever want to call Fester, weekends, holidays, nights, 813-310-8444. That's Fester's private cell phone number.
I mean, text anytime. It's really not I don't care. I don't answer calls.
So whoever the hell this is, it's an 813-294 number. Good morning. Just a quick question since MJ knows everything. LOL. Oh, really?
But this person's been asking me this question for the last 4 or 5 days, and I just haven't brought it up to you. It slipped my mind.
If you get a 2-week notice to your employer in the state of Florida, is your employer required to pay you your vacation time? What do you think? What am I, a labor attorney over here? Why the hell would I know this? I don't know.
That's what I wanted to say to the person. I was like, what the hell do you think this guy? But then you kind of do know a little bit about a lot of things. Or something.
Okay, I mean, but I don't know this. Got to get a labor attorney on the phone.
I mean,
well, how about Google?
I was like, just
Google it.
Google it.
Google it. All right, so MJ is not the HR director that you thought he was.
Oh, my God. Now people are texting me because they know I'm holding your phone.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
my God.
Hi, MJ.
Hi, I'm getting... Langston's Auto Parts just texted.
Ooh.
Oh, my... Hey, MJ.
Listen, so on Monday, it was Roxanne's birthday, and we said, hey, send Roxanne a birthday wish, and we gave out my number. Roxanne, I got like 150 birthday wishes, and I told them all thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I didn't get back to them.
Everybody's like, tell Roxanne happy birthday.
Oh, my God. They won't stop coming. Langston's Auto Repair for Fester's transmission on 301. Have you been there?
It's not a matter of the labor. I have the labor. I mean, Damien, my guy, he's down to do it. And I need the part.
Oh, here's one. MJ sucks.
Well,
Thanks. 813-713 just wrote in MJ sucks. Oh, LOL.
LOL.
Hi, MJ.
Yeah.
Only an idiot turns in a 2-week notice without using up your vacation. Mike, listen.
That's a good point.
Listen, this thing is out of control.
Listen, I have that on silent on the side.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
Listen, listen.
I always hear that during the show, and I think I'm like hearing low range.
It is nonstop. People are texting Fester's phone right now.
So that guy makes a good point. The way to quit a job is to take your vacation, and then like the last day before you're about to reappear, quit.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my! Here's your phone back. It's vibrating off the hook over here.
I'm gonna put it in my
You're
pants.
a popular guy.
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question.
Oh yeah. Oh, people are also now texting me, MJ. Why don't you open the merch? Because I think 2 days ago we didn't open up any merch. Then the other day you did it like the last segment of the show.
Yeah, we have new stuff.
I mean, you have to understand. People are as excited to send stuff and hear you open it as you are to get it.
MJ Morning Show mystery merch. I will do it at the very end of this segment. So in about 20 minutes, 18 minutes, right around 8:40, I'm going to open up 5 mystery merch packages where people just send us stuff from Amazon or other e-commerce or just send us gifts in the mail, and we unbox them live on the air. It's the MJ Morning Show mystery merch, and we will open up new boxes. If you want to send us mystery merch, just go to our website and look for the MJ Morning Show mystery merch post on mjmorningshow.com, and our address is right there. Did you see that Justin Bieber is canceling the rest of his tour dates for 2023 because his face is still paralyzed?
Oh, my God.
I thought his face was done being paralyzed.
Does he have myasthenia gravis?
He has some kind of autoimmune disease, like a Bell's palsy or something that affects. He posted that video several months ago where his face looked really, really compromised.
He's only been famous since he was 8.
Justin Bieber officially cancels the remainder of Justice World Tour after previous delays. The remaining dates for his world tour were formerly canceled in September. The remaining dates of his Justice World Tour, which was formerly canceled in September, have now been removed. So he's not doing any additional dates. Several of the singer's upcoming shows listed on Ticketmaster, including 2024 concerts in California, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., have also been canceled. In September, Bieber announced in an Instagram story that he was canceling the remainder of the world tour, which kicked off in February of 2022. Take time to get rest, get better. After resting and consulting with my doctors, family, and team, I went to Europe in an effort to continue with the tour. I performed 6 live shows, but it took a real toll on me. There's a picture of his face, and it's like his eye is shut. One eye is completely shut, and his face is all droopy. So what does he have?
He has what's called Ramsay Hunt syndrome.
What's up with those two? She had like a brain aneurysm. I mean, they're young.
What's going on here?
I mean, these autoimmune disease strikes people at all different ages and times of their life.
Absolutely. So what is Ramsay Hunt syndrome? It partially paralyzes the face, but I thought that was like Bell's palsy.
Hey, I pulled it up in front of you. The quick Google answer is what I have.
Ramsay Hunt syndrome, it's herpes zoster oticus.
That's the
occurs when a shingles outbreak affects the facial nerve near one of your ears. In addition to the painful shingles rash, Ramsay Hunt syndrome can cause facial paralysis and hearing loss in the affected ear. And then your face is all like tilted and cockeyed. How does Justin Bieber have like shingles? How old is he? How old is Justin Bieber now?
He's like 26 or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's young
Yeah,
as hell.
he's young. I think he might be closer to 30 now, but let's see.
29.
Justin Bieber's 29 years old.
His birthday is
He's a Pisces.
His birthday was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Have you seen this viral video? His birthday was yesterday?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, his birthday was March 1st. Wow, he was 29 years old yesterday.
As his birthday present, he canceled the rest of his tour.
Wow. There's a viral video that's going around. Have you seen and I think this kid does pranks. I think the parents are in on this. There's this kid that does these pranks and then posts them on YouTube and other social media, gets all kinds of hits. I think the kid's making a fortune.
Okay.
And I want to say, I thought that there was some kind of deal where the parents flipped out that he was damaging the house. He was ruining the cabinets and the countertops.
Is this?
I don't know if I think it was a kid. Oh, maybe it's a different individual. But there's someone. look this up, Roxanne, if you don't mind, please. There's a kid that does like videos of kitchen disasters, and the kid has like destroyed the family's kitchen. I mean, cabinet doors are hanging off. He's like chipped all the countertops. What? He's like dented the appliances. His kid's like wrecked the place. And he shoots videos.
Is he called Toddler Kitchen Accident? No, that's not it.
But there's some like teenager that does videos, and he does like kitchen disasters and creates kitchen disasters. But in the meantime, he's like destroyed his family's kitchen. And I think, you know what? That might have been that awful, terrible, no good, really bad show. That who's the guy with the huge teeth that does Family Feud?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey.
The most talented man in America besides The Rock?
So Steve Harvey, didn't he have some awful judge show?
Steve Harvey?
Yes, he's a judge.
And that's right. There was I looked at it for like 8 minutes one day. I'm like, oh my God, I've had enough.
But there was like 7 TV shows.
Yeah. There was a kid that was like doing videos, and he destroyed the family's kitchen, repeatedly wrecked things. And the parents were taking the kid to court and suing the kid.
Oh,
that's
you mean the one? Okay.
Yeah, when you want a really serious legal case handled, you go to Steve Harvey and his giant legal teeth.
The people's teeth.
Okay, so I'm on the Judge Steve Harvey website, and the names of his episodes are great. Season 1, episode 12, Sister from Another Mister.
The Beef with the Teeth.
Episode 11, What the Hell's Going On?
What? That's not very
10,
creative.
I've learned absolutely nothing. Episode 8,
Yeah.
You caused the wreck, you cut the check. But the names of his shows, the episodes are fantastic.
He doesn't use a gavel here, or he just clanks his teeth on the desk?
Yeah.
That's right. Just smacks his teeth on a wooden block. That's the gavel. All right, now, those teeth aren't real in his mouth. I mean,
No.
I don't even know how he talks with all those teeth crammed in there.
Yet amazingly, he does.
I got to be honest.
You can play chopsticks on them.
Yeah.
How's he able to see the piles of money in front of his face with all those teeth in his mouth?
He hangs them from the ceiling.
Well, anyway, I think I've conflated a couple things here.
I don't know what
Let
we're
me tell
talking
you,
about.
there's a whole genre of kids destroying kitchens. This is a lot of different people who do this, not just this one.
So the peanut butter kid, this might be something totally separate, but this, and I don't believe this for a minute, there is video of a kid, and he takes peanut butter and covers every single square inch of the kitchen with peanut butter. He takes peanut butter and smears it on every cabinet door, the countertop, the front of the oven, the stove, the knobs, the handles, the microwave.
How much peanut butter do they have?
Everything.
I mean, Froggy, this is like $2,000 in peanut butter.
The kid, I don't know.
That can't be real.
He must have gone through cases of peanut butter. And here's the audio. Listen to this. This is the audio. And then the father goes running after the kid, allegedly screaming his name. Listen.
My dad just went downstairs.
Oh, so now he's whispering. So he's.
This is the kid?
So yeah.
I thought it was a little kid.
No.
He's like a teenager.
This is a teenager.
Oh, what a...
So the teenager is now whispering after he coated the entire family's kitchen with peanut butter.
Right, come here, Froggy.
Trying to be like Bam
every
Margera.
countertop, every surface, everything covered in peanut butter, a layer on everything.
Where's the peanut butter?
Hold on,
Hang
this
on.
is the before.
This is the before part.
I was like, you did that really good.
And then, all right, go ahead and let it go. Let it go. Let's Froggy see this thing. All right, here's the after. Look at this.
Everything is covered.
Even the lights that are hanging over the bar.
Why would he do that?
Because he's awesome?
Because he's probably trying to monetize it and make money on YouTube or whatever on social media. So listen to this. Now he's whispering into his little camera, and he's like, my dad is going downstairs. And the dad's going to discover the whole kitchen covered in peanut butter. Listen.
My dad just went downstairs, and I think he's...
Quarterback!
Yeah?
You sick? We're going to get ants, you...
Oh, come on. That's what he's worried about?
Yeah, Corbett, you sick, and then the audio drops. We're going to get ants.
That's the biggest concern?
Yeah, that's the first thing you say is we're going to get ants.
How about all your stuff is ruined?
How do you clean that up?
I don't know.
By licking it?
Is this real? I don't know if this is real.
No, it can't be real. It's dumb.
No, I think he really did it, but was this really spontaneous? Or, what happens these days, so many people are creating content like they're shooting a TV show or a movie. Like
There's so many fake videos of parents getting mad and smashing fake Xboxes, and the kids like, no. It's just like so many fake videos.
Well, listen, social media and it's supposed to be spontaneous, but people are faking stuff and they're trying to make it look spontaneous.
And it gets more hits than the real stuff.
Yeah, listen, all this like TikTok crap, and again, get off TikTok. It's a Chinese spy operation. We have states, universities are banning TikTok, the federal government.
Yes.
We got hearings on Capitol Hill.
Yes. Beijing knows that I like twerking videos and day trading videos.
You don't get it. You just don't get it.
Beijing knows everything about me.
You don't understand
You
don't understand about tracking. They can follow you. Yeah. They can also suggest. It's the power of suggestion.
I think it's making us dumb is the big thing.
Yeah, the Chinese
time wasters.
The Chinese communists are turning our kids into dumb idiots.
Who is the leader of China? What's his name?
It is Xi Jinping.
So Ping is like, haha, we finally got Fester. He likes bikini videos and
Fester, you don't get it.
And QQQ videos.
You just don't get it. You don't understand it. Anyway, no mother, no father, no grandparent should allow their kids or grandkids to have TikTok. And we ought to ban it in this country.
They just did it. TikTok just is we should ban it. I do agree with you, but they started limiting kids to 1 hour a day of viewing. If you're under 12 years old, you can't use it.
All right.
Did you hear about that?
So you're getting sucked in with the Chinese company that owns TikTok, where the Chinese Communist government has access to every bit, all that data, sending us down little rabbit holes and everything. It's a psychological play. It is, I'm telling you, they're dumbing down our kids, and we got to stop it. And I'm a free speech person. I believe in free access, the internet, et cetera. But like, for instance, the Reels on Instagram do the same thing that TikTok does. The Instagram Reels, and that's a Chinese company that, granted, they're collecting data, but it's not like an enemy of the United States, and that's communist China. So that's my concern here.
Instagram's an American company.
That's what I'm saying.
You said it was a Chinese company.
No. TikTok's a Chinese company.
All right.
Instagram is an American company.
Meta.
And so Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. That's an American company. And sure, they're collecting and collating data, but I'd rather an American company have it than a Chinese communist company have it.
So when Ping and Zuckerberg have a summit, all they're going to talk about is Fester liking twerking videos.
You don't get it, Fester. You don't understand. Anyway, the peanut prank. Should we put this thing up? Hey, Andrew, did you put the peanut thing up on our website? I put the peanut thing up on videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. So we'll post that if you want to see the peanut idiot. It is mjmorningshow.com. Give us a few minutes and then look at the top of the page for videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, and we'll put the peanut prank on there, which I think is a big old phony pile of stuff. I have an issue with my daughter, and I've told Chloe to knock it the hell off. And my daughter just insists incessantly calling me bruh. I hate it. Now, I don't know how many parents are listening. Do your kids call you bruh? Yeah, bruh. It's not bro, it's bruh. B-R-U-H. And the reason why I'm bringing this up again is a reporter for the Dallas Morning News. This is like a Generation Z reporter working for the Dallas Morning News.
One of the biggest newspapers that are still being published.
They might even publish every day.
Do they?
Unlike the Tampa Bay Times, which I think they're 2 days a week now, which, come on, guys, start publishing every day again, please. So this reporter, her name is Megan Mangrum. She moved to Dallas last summer. And she got what are you chortling at over there?
Just thinking, if I had a lisp, I would never be able to say her name. Megan Mangrum.
A lisp would not affect the pronunciation of Megan. Lisp are typically S's.
They're F's.
Yeah, S's.
If I had a murmur or mumble?
Megan Mangrum, she moves to Dallas. She is given the education beat as part of the Dallas Morning News' education lab. She had previously worked education for a newspaper in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She apparently is from she's from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. When I guess the Tampa Bay Lightning came to Dallas for a matinee match back on February 11th. There was a Saturday day game where our own Lightning went to Dallas. She went to the American Airlines Center in Dallas for her first Dallas Stars game. That's their NHL team. A little before 1 p.m., running late for the puck drop, she saw that Mayor Eric Johnson had criticized local media for, in his view, not fully reporting the good news about Dallas's crime numbers dropping for the second consecutive year.
Okay.
The mayor opined that reporters were interested only in bad news. Then this young reporter, Megan Mangrum, tweets, "Bruh, national news is always going to chase the trend, cultivate relationships with quality local news partnerships." Her bosses at the Dallas Morning News, they flipped out that she called the mayor, bruh, B-R-U-H, bruh.
Good.
They fired her.
What?
Whoa.
Yes, she got fired for calling the mayor of Dallas, bruh, in her tweet.
That's a little outrageous, I'd say.
Holy crap.
I mean, was it a work email? I mean, I don't know.
No, it's not an email. It's a tweet.
Was it a work Twitter account?
Was it her own account?
It's her private Twitter account, and she called the mayor bruh, B-R-U-H, bruh.
I follow a lot of people on Twitter who are in the public eye or in the media, and in their description, they say this account is not affiliated with, and they'll mention their TV station or radio station they work with.
That's the disclaimer.
But, bruh.
You know, we ought to ask callers here, you know, or maybe not.
Bruh.
I was going to ask, you know, maybe parents, are your kids calling you? You know what? Quickly.
Well, you know.
Quickly. 1-800-990-1047. Let's go. 800-990-1047. Are your kids calling you bruh? Like my daughter, Chloe, 21 years old. I'll see her tomorrow morning in Scotland. And she calls all the time, hey, bruh. Or if I yell at her, if I'm like, Chloe, why'd you do that? And she'll go, bruh. And knock it off. Am I the only father out there? Or are there other parents listening whose kids, their teenagers, call them bruh? 800, oh my God, look at the phones.
Every line, dude.
Holy schnit.
Bruh.
All right, 800-9, let's go to the bruh phones. 800-990-1047. Yeah, Rox.
It drives me crazy when my 5-year-old says dude.
Oh, she does?
She says dude, and it's because she hangs out with a lot of little boys at school.
You know what?
So she hears it from the little boys.
Chloe and Julian have also gone through the dude phase as well. So
You know what,
I was dude, now I'm bruh.
Yeah.
My nieces are going through I just saw them last week, and I go, how you guys doing? What are you guys doing? They go, your mom. And I go,
oh, that's
your grandmother. You realize that.
Chloe also went through the...
Yeah, they're in the your mom phase.
Yeah, Julian and Chloe both went through your mom.
Your mom.
Dude. Yeah.
I'm like, that's your grandmother.
Dude, bro, your mom. Look at the freaking phones. All right, so I know I promised that I would do the unboxing with the MJ Morning Show mystery merch. We'll do it after the break. The first thing when we get back. First thing at like 8:52, 8:53 when we get back, we're going to do mystery merch. But I got to take a couple of quick phone calls here. I don't want to get too late. Let's do Cindy in Tampa. Cindy, you going through the bruh phase?
Yes, my daughter, she'll be 16 next month. And she's always talking, bruh this, bruh that.
Yep.
And that and the baby mama or baby daddy stuff. I hate that.
Oh, wait, how do they use baby daddy jokes? I love baby daddy jokes.
Oh, my gosh. I hate it when people sit there and say, oh, that's my baby daddy, that's my baby daddy, or that's my baby's mom.
How often does your daughter call you guys bruh?
She says the word daily, on a daily, and daily. And
Have you told her to knock it off?
Yes, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
And what about, hey, honey, would you please do your homework? Is she giving you, did she ever go through your mom phase?
No.
All right, well, that's good because my kids went through that one. Cindy, thanks for the call. Danica is in Dundee. Hello, Danica, MJ Morning Show, you're on.
Yes, our 6-year-old, she's in kindergarten, and we are bruh. And
Your 6-year-old is bruhing you guys?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Her dad is like, you brought me one more time, and I'm going to push you into the ground.
My God, a 6-year-old is going bruh to the parents. Thank you. Kristen, I have a few more here. Kristen is in Tampa. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, yes, I have teenagers that say it all the time, and I keep telling them they lose intelligence points every time they say that because they just sound so stupid.
Bruh. All right, Kristen, thanks for the call. Ben's in Lakeland. Ben, MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. Good hearing from you, man. The first-time caller, long-time listener.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, I can't do the bruh thing. I've been a scout leader for like 11 years. And
the scouts are calling you bruh? You're a scout leader? They're calling you bruh?
Yes, sir. It is bad. It is horrible. We were headed to a camp out one night, and I had a young man in the back seat, and every other word was bruh. So we were headed out to a state park, and it was dark as could be, and he kept calling me bruh. I told him, I said, one more time, and I'm going to put you out. Oh, come on, bruh. So I tapped the brakes, scared the bejesus out of him, and he never called me bruh again.
There you go. Thanks. All right, two more. Philippe is in Plant City. Hey, Philippe, bruh phones, you're on.
Yes, I hate that word, bruh. And another thing is the N word with an A on the end of it.
Yep.
Man, I hate them.
Yep.
I got a 12-year-old son, and he just...
Hold on. Your 12-year-old son's using the N word?
All right.
Not that one, but the bruh word.
Oh, the bruh one. Okay.
Oh, man, sometimes I just want to smack him in the back of the head.
Well, there you go. Philippe, thanks for the call. All right, one more. We've got to take a break. Tammy's in Lutz. Hello, Tammy. Last call on the bruh phones.
Awesome. How are you?
We're great. Go ahead.
Good. Yeah, I have 3 teenage boys. They went through a phase when they were in high school that they always said bruh instead of mom. Didn't really bother me. Now, if they were younger, I probably would have, made that stop immediately. But as they're older, you have more of a friendship with them. And I constantly say dude to people. So it's kind of like the same kind of thing, I think.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate the call. All right, I think we struck a nerve here. That's it. The phones are still ringing over here. The bruh phones exploded. When we get back, we got a half an hour nonstop MJ Morning Show. A lot to get to, including, I promise, we're going to do MJ Morning Show mystery merch. We got a whole pile of boxes over here. So we're going to unbox some of the things that, excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
We have about, half a dozen packages back there?
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of packages. Fester gave me his cough, I think. So we got a whole bunch of packages over here. So we're going to unbox next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. First, though, got to talk to you about... when the show happens like off the air during a break, I feel compelled to bring you certain things that happen off the air because a lot of times there's a show that's happening within the show. So who are you talking to?
Hey, he just hung up. Froggy locked himself out of the building.
Oh, my God. Does he have
Roxanne had an emergency bathroom break, in which she waited to the last note of that song to run out. Froggy's locked out of the building. And you and I do. Andrew, can you go get Froggy? He's at the back door. Please.
So
I'm sorry.
Andrew, our producer, has to leave the producer booth to go outside.
Either I leave the studio or Andrew leaves the producer booth. Which one do you want? I mean, they both suck.
So during Froggy's toke break in the parking lot, he locked himself out?
He apparently can't find. He must have left his wallet here at his mic position. And
is that a side effect?
A lot of things
of a little. Is that a little side effect?
Might be.
All right, little medical medication thing.
All right, Roxanne's back. Thank God.
All right, so we got to open a mystery merch. Let's wait for Froggy to come back. In the meantime, Fester.
Yes.
You're going to take me to the airport, but I got to make a detour first. So Michelle and I are leaving to go see Chloe in Scotland. Great best of MJ morning shows. You're not going to even know, and you're going to hear things you never heard before. But also give me a follow on Instagram. Take me along because on my personal Instagram, I am going to be taking you along for the trip. So pictures, videos, probably Instagram lives from Scotland. We're heading up to New York first. And we're going to have like a 6-hour layover, so we're going to hit a bunch of good Brooklyn pizza spots and a Queens pizza spot in between.
Look how excited you are about eating pizza.
I'm thrilled. I've got 3 great. I've got New Park Pizza right near JFK. I've got, we're going to go to Industry Pizza and probably Paulie G Slice Shop.
Ooh, you know what you should do?
What?
You should do the like a Davy Portnoy, judge.
No, don't even
He
start.
knows what he's talking about. You should do that.
You're poking. You know that I hate that Barstool guy. That he doesn't know jack crap about pizza.
Do it. Do your version today.
Anyway, you folks, give me a follow. I'll have pizza stuff later today from Brooklyn and Queens, and then I'll also take you along on the ride to Scotland. So give me a follow. My personal Instagram is Certified MJ Radio.
You had some good planning, sticking like 1.5 pounds of cheese in your stomach before an Atlantic flight.
Certified MJ Radio. Give me,
honey. Let's eat 2 pounds of cheese on pizza before we can fly across an ocean.
Follow me and my cheese exploits. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Give me a follow and message me. I'll respond back to everyone that messages me.
You're going to be destroyed by the time you are over Greenland.
And I'll take you a trip up my butt, Roxanne Wilder.
Whoa. We need more words.
And Roxanne,
I saw that in a bathroom stall.
And take a trip up Roxanne's butt because Roxanne is getting her colonoscopy, her first colonoscopy ever tomorrow.
Remember that old Epcot ride where you could fly through people's bodies? It's called Body Wars.
That's right.
Oh, Body Wars. I love that.
So weird.
It's a good one.
That's right.
Fly right up somebody's butt.
All right, again, before I open up the packages,
yes,
we'll open up packages in just a minute here. Just some of the things that happen behind the scenes. First of all, Fester, I got to make a detour. Fester's going to take Michelle and me to the airport.
What a pain he's going to make this.
So I don't have to leave the car at the airport and, rack up. Even economy parking is what, $10, $12 a day?
It adds up, yeah.
All right. So listen, Fester's going to take me to the airport. He passes by my house on the way home anyway.
Am I the only person that actually parks and pays for and doesn't bother my friends?
I mean, it would be like a $6 Uber, but no, it's okay.
It's okay.
I like spending time with Michelle.
No. But Uber is so unreliable. Uber will say they're going to show up to my house in 4 minutes, and then I lock it in, and then it suddenly changes to Uber will be there in 26 minutes.
Okay, I don't know what's up with your Uber.
I don't know what's going on. I'm getting like shadow banned. They're screwing me at Uber. I'm telling you right now. There's something's going on. So, Fester, I need you to drive to my house.
I will. Yeah.
And then I need to go quickly to the Jan Platt Library because I got to early vote. Michelle early voted yesterday because we're going to be gone for Election Day. City of Tampa has mayor and city council elections and some amendments. And Election Day is what? March 7th, so next Tuesday, right?
Somebody's running for mayor besides?
Unopposed. So Jane Castor,
know that.
Jane Castor's unopposed, but city council, and I'll tell you, one of the city council guys I'm voting for is a former TPD cop, Chase Harrison for District 1. So I am going to vote for Chase Harrison.
That's cool.
In District. He's a regular listener to the show.
Chase is in the running.
There you go. No, but Chase Harrison is a regular MJ Morning Show listener. And I'm going to give him a vote. Longtime was in the military, longtime TPD cop, retired. So I'm going to give him my vote. So if you're a City of Tampa resident, you get the vote in District 1. I like Chase Harrison.
I'm going to write in Mary O'Connor as for mayor, the old chief.
The old chief.
So like a million votes for Jane Castor and 1 vote for Chief Mary O'Connor.
With my trip, the stuff that happens during the break, Roxanne, we're talking about my luggage and how we're not checking any luggage. And Roxanne is, how long you going for? And we're gone for like 8 days. And Roxanne's like,
how do you do that?
Roxanne's like, you're not checking luggage? I mean, look at your face.
It's gross, really.
Look at your face.
What do you even have when you get there? Like one wrinkled up shirt?
No, have you ever heard of a packing cube?
Yeah, but you still are going to be there for 8 nights.
I use a packing cube.
How ill-prepared
What is that?
are
What do you mean ill-prepared? Oh, you know what? I need a dress shirt. Hang on a minute.
What's a packing
Hold
cube?
on.
We have to go through your pre-travel
No,
checklist?
hold on. I got it because I'm all packed and I don't want to forget it. I do not want to forget it. And I'm not going to have a lot of time because I got to stop to vote quickly and then run home, and then Fester's got to drive us to the airport.
You just like to squeeze it all in before, huh? Could have done this yesterday.
What? I'm totally packed. I forgot. Anyway, hey, Michelle, I need you to pull a dress shirt for me because we got a couple of nice dinners.
Yeah, bring the pink one.
I don't have a pink shirt.
Buy one.
I don't know. I don't want a pink
Get
shirt.
the ugliest shirt, Michelle.
Do me a favor, Roxanne. Can you text me real quick? Dress shirt. Text me right now. Dress shirt. I got to pack a dress shirt. No,
And then I'll pick up your laundry.
I have
later.
I have a rolling suitcase. Oh, here's Michelle. Hang on, Michelle's calling me on.
Dress shirt.
Hey, Michelle.
I am not near the house phone.
I realize that. I'm answering you on my speakerphone on the cell. Hey, I need you to pull an Eton dress shirt for me for dinner, okay?
If I remember.
No, do it now, or else I'm not gonna have a nice shirt for dinner.
I'm downstairs in the kitchen stuffing my face, so I'm not gonna run and stop what I'm doing.
Why are you stuffing your face? We're going to 3 pizza shops in Brooklyn and Queens when we get up there today.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 9 a.m. now.
Oh
yeah, well, she has an intermittent fast.
I will faint and pass out before we even get to a pizza shop if I don't eat.
I am not eating anything until pizza time at 3 o'clock.
I'll tell you what. Listen, little buddy, you do you, and I'll do me. Okay?
She just dropped a little buddy on you.
Oh, okay, bruh.
Okay, Skipper.
All right, bruh. Bye.
Bye.
MJ, do you have any like Ed Hardy dress shirts with like a lot of embroidery
I
on it?
have never owned Ed Hardy in my life.
Bring one of those.
He's more an affliction guy.
Yeah. That'd be a good look for you.
I am not. I've never owned an Affliction or Ed Hardy shirt in my entire life.
And bring your male bedazzled jeans.
Anyway, Roxanne, Michelle is also Carry On.
What is this craziness you speak of? How does that happen?
We have 2 pilot's bags. We have it's a company that makes these pilot bags. What's the name of the damn company? Anyway, so buddy, I've got a bunch of pilot buddies that years ago they turned me on to the pilot bags.
You think you're so much of a pilot? You use a pilot
bag?
No,
I am not a pilot. My friends, I've got a bunch of friends that are pilots, and my buddy Bob Harwood, who's a Delta pilot. Bob 10 years ago said, you got to get the bag we use. It's great. And guess what? Having the pilot's bag, sometimes the flight crew, if they're like, sorry, we got to check bags. I've had our bags, they found space for our bags because we had pilot bags, so they assumed I was a pilot. And
that's great.
Yeah, and
that's great.
They found spaces for our pilot bags on the plane instead of checking our luggage when the overhead bins were filled.
What a perk.
Sounds like the people who pretend they're cops and get a free meal.
Yeah, what's the name of the pilot bag? Pilot luggage. Oh, Luggage Works. It's called Luggage Works.
So complicated
So
name.
we have the wheeling bags, and I've got a little backpack for my camera. That's it. I've got a little backpack, and I've got a wheelie bag, and the same thing with Michelle. She'll have a backpack, and that's it. Yes, when we go to Japan, let's say, for 2 weeks, all we carry is a wheelie, and we don't check luggage on overseas flights. We don't check luggage on domestic flights unless it's something out of the ordinary, like we got to check skis or something.
Why? You just too lazy? What's the deal? You don't
because I don't want the hassle of waiting at the baggage belt, having your luggage get lost.
So weird.
I couldn't even fit my toiletries in a pilot's bag.
Well, you need to check yourself, all right?
Before I check my bag, before I wreck myself.
Why don't you talk to Michelle?
And get some packing tips?
And get some packing tips. We are all carry-on, man. We're going to Scotland for 8 days today, and we are completely carry-on. Man, your life would be so much easier, bro, if you just follow our packing rules.
And you're doing the airplane version of stealing valor with your pilot bags.
I'm not.
Stolen airline valor. Stolen pilot valor.
You're like Leonardo DiCaprio and
I'll tell
Catch
you what,
Me If You Can.
One time, MJ gave me the best travel tip.
What was that?
When you travel for several days, take all of your rattiest underwear with you and wear it one last time
and then
leave it sprinkled around the world.
Exactly.
MJ has his used underwear in like 5 of the 7 continents.
So when you are at a place where you need to replace your underwear, you take your old junky underwear on your trip, you wear it, and then you use it. Use it and lose it. Exactly.
That's it.
When you got old underwear that's about ready to be thrown in the trash anyway. Little holes in the crotch and all that shit. You start just leaving it in hotel.
It's got one more wear in it.
Trash bins or leave it in the drawers? The doors in the drawers.
You leave it in the trash can in the hotel room is what you do.
Leave it in the bed sheets?
Maybe. Whatevs. Wherever it ends up.
All right, we got to do mystery merch.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah, so much. I got the horror movie. There's a new movie that people are throwing up. They're running out of the theater to puke.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, and then Madonna and her new boy toy. And we got a lot of stuff to do here. Hold on. First, though, let me walk to the back of the room and get the pile of mystery merch.
Listen, I want you to, MJ, we have to open it all up because today's our last live show for a couple of minutes.
All right,
so let's open it all.
This is, my God, this is heavy. This is from My Family Seasonings. What is
okay.
it? Hold on. Is this like a pile of spices?
You guys could have that.
Hey, I'm out.
No, it's good. I know this company.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
My Family Seasonings? I'm looking forward to it.
All right, here we go.
Let me guess what's in there.
So this is MJ Morning Show mystery merch, where we're opening up the stuff that you send to us. You send us Amazon gifts. Send us stuff for any other e-commerce. Send us stuff from your house. It's MJ Morning Show mystery merch. And the address is on our website at mjmorningshow.com. Oh, my God. Meatloaf. I got a whole thing of seasonings here.
I love seasonings.
From My Family Seasonings. I got meatloaf mix, seafood seasoning. Oh, my God. This is hamburger seasoning.
Did they give you a nice barbecue rub?
Poultry seasoning, hamburger seasoning. I got, look at this.
Are they in packets?
In packets.
That's cool.
I got tons of seafood seasoning. Oh, man, thank you. From My Family Seasonings. Is this a local? It must be a local company.
Look on the back of the package.
It is a local company.
Yeah, hold on. Where are they from? So it's from Clearwater.
That's cool.
Roosevelt Boulevard, Clearwater. My Family Seasonings, LLC, a local. Hey, thank you, guys. Little American flag on there, made in the USA. I love it.
I'll make a little meatloaf this weekend.
I don't want Chinese seasonings. I don't want stuff made, next to some polluting coal plant and all kinds of mung water.
Yeah, but it is good.
Thank you, My Family Seasonings. Look at that. I'm taking this whole box home.
Wow.
When do you make meatloaf? What was the last meatloaf you made at the house?
Here we go. Next box. This is an Amazon Prime box. Let's go. Let's open this thing up. And, okay, we're unboxing MJ Morning Show mystery merch.
Very exciting.
See, it's a gift slip in here or a note. Nope, just a little gift slip. Oh, here we go. A gift for you. Enjoy your gift. That's it. All right, hang on. And then inside the box, we're even wrapped in additional plastic. Hang on. What do we have here? What the heck is this?
What is it? Hold it up.
What are these things? Like,
throw it over. Let me see. Is it like party favors?
I don't know.
What are they, little squeezy ball things? Like stress balls?
You know what? I think they're stress balls. Hi, they're colored stress balls.
You can use those.
All
I
right.
have one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm stressed.
All right,
Give me your balls.
Hang on a minute.
Let Froggy squeeze the
Don't
balls.
touch my ball. All right, here we go. Here's this is an elongated, another Amazon package. Here we go. MJ Morning Show mystery merch.
Is there a particular color of stress ball you like to squeeze, Froggy?
Here we go. And in this box.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Oh, there's a book in here. Oh, there's multiple things in here.
All right.
And the card says, "Hey guys, I'm sure you can tell who gets what gift. Just wanted to get you guys something you appreciate. Longtime listener Juan Sanchez."
Okay, so Juan Sanchez.
Juan, we know Juan.
Juan sent Froggy the captain hat. He gave MJ the license plate to the Blues Brothers.
You and me and yep.
So Roxanne and I are.
Here's a book called In the Box, MJ Mystery Merch. This book is Badass Affirmations.
That's for Fester.
The Wit and Wisdom of a Wild Woman. This has got to be for Roxanne.
That's for me.
Yeah.
I love
Throw
it.
it over.
All right, here we go.
Thank you, Juan.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then
that's cute.
Roxanne
then
needs
here
more
is-
affirmations.
Here is a T-shirt.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, it looks like a very, very large T-shirt.
Better be. If I'm the last one standing.
Hang on a minute. Very large T-shirt here.
If it's a 3X, I'm returning it, Juan.
And hang on a minute. Let's see. Let me open up the T-shirt. Oh no, it's not a T-shirt.
What is
it? It is. Oh, it's a. It's.
Is it a shower curtain?
It's an apron. It's an apron.
Okay.
I like my butt rubbed and my pork pulled. Oh, look at this.
I like both of those. That's awesome, Juan.
So who's that
Fester.
for?
That's
I mean,
Professor.
if you'd
Is
like,
that
you can
Fester?
wear it while you make the seasoning packet from My Family Seasoning meatloaf.
There we go.
But you got to give it back.
All right, let's open one last
Guys,
one.
I got to tell you something
Yes.
very odd about this book.
Juan, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Juan. It's The Wit and Wisdom of Wild Women. Do you know that I had this same author, this same calendar, and I just threw it away 2 days ago because I was trying to clean stuff? And I was like, oh, well, if I ever want The Wit and Wisdom of Wild Women, I'm sure I can Google it. Or Juan can send me the book.
Oh, are you kidding
Isn't that
me?
weird?
That is really.
So Roxanne's
All
a
right.
fan of the author.
Opening up the last one. This comes from Jamie Stevens to MJ Morning Show mystery merch, and inside we have. It looks like a tattoo.
Okay.
Is this is Jamie a tattoo artist?
She sent us a tattoo. Is somebody's arm attached to it?
No. There's like a coupon in there for tattoos, and the name of it is Alchemy Tattoos. From Alchemy Tattoos and Body Piercings. Here's looks like a piercing item, like a belly button piercing thing.
Okay. Oh, that's for me, guys.
Roxanne, when you're ready to
I'm
redo
ready.
the belly button,
Do it right now.
let us know.
Ow.
Here's your new belly button piercing.
Yes.
I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now.
That's pretty cool.
So here is your new belly button. Handing it to Roxanne. There it is. Hold it up to the camera.
So
Smile.
happy. I'm so happy.
Hold it up and smile.
You're going to use that?
Yes.
And
yes.
then there's a T-shirt in here, and the T-shirt from
Yay.
Alchemy Tattoos. It is Alchemy Tattoos T-shirt,
Roxanne's been thinking about getting a tattoo.
and this is a 2XL. Fester, is this is way too? I mean, I'm a large, sometimes an XL, but this is
Throw it over.
That's Fester's size right
Listen,
there.
maybe
Look
the-
at that. So thank you. Look at that MJ Morning Show mystery merch. More stuff. There we go.
That's a nice shirt. I like it.
Before we finish this segment,
Anybody have any alcohol?
I got to do what? You gonna put this in now?
I'm going to see if I can wiggle it in.
Are
I
you
don't know if I
serious?
can.
You're gonna try to wiggle it in live?
I'm going to try.
I have
If there's some alcohol, you have
I
some.
have whiskey in the office.
Hold on.
Would that work?
We have some. We have some alcohol. Yeah, we have some denatured alcohol right back in the producer's booth.
That's just as good, right?
Is that from the time when we had tape machines and cleaning tape heads? That's how long that alcohol's been in there. Really?
Probably.
All right. So Roxanne, do you have a piercing in your belly button right now?
Yeah, it hasn't had anything in it for a while. I just want to see if it's
No.
still. If
I don't know if we need
So
all
there's
this, Andrew.
nothing in your belly button right now.
No, like jewelry.
Right.
Oh, I don't like the looks of that.
That looks like flame.
Yeah.
It's like lighter
Lighter
fluid.
fluid.
I think I'll pass
I think
on
we need
that.
like isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah.
I
Not
think-
this stuff.
yeah. Anyway, there is a movie. There's a new horror movie that is terrifying people so much that viewers that went to see the movie are having nightmares, and some people had to run out of the theater to throw up.
What is it, like the new scary Winnie the Pooh movie?
One theater goer even claimed that his Apple Watch alerted him about his heart rate.
Oh, wow.
Twice. It's called The Outwaters. The Outwaters came out on February 9th and has since received mixed reviews from both critics and distraught fans.
Isn't it like a camping theme?
The indie found footage film shows a group of friends in their 30s who adventure to the Mojave Desert to shoot a music video until all hell breaks loose. The film takes a creepy turn to become a mind-bending trip through terror as the campers begin to experience unexplained sounds, vibrations, and unnatural animal behavior. The movie's written and directed by Robbie Banfitch, who also stars in the movie, and they're saying it's like a Blair Witch-style film.
Oh. So it's the camera motion is making people sick?
I think it's a combination of things, but people apparently are running out of the theater to throw up in the lobby. I don't even know if they can make it to the bathroom.
Yeah. Clean up by the popcorn machine.
Or run right to the snack bar. You run right to the concession counter and just projectile right into the goobers.
Sir,
do they still sell goobers?
Somebody dropped a bunch of milk duds. Wait, it's not milk duds. MJ, are you a scary movie guy?
Yeah. I mean, if it's a well-done, good, scary movie.
They're never good, though. Like Key, or that one guy from Key and Peele, he makes good ones. I forget his name.
Key or Peele?
Jordan Peele. Or Key. I don't know. One of them makes scary movies.
Are you looking at this movie on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I kind of pulled it up, and it's got a rating of 70 or 57 by audience, 70
Hold on
by
a minute.
critics.
But the critics has a ripe tomato at 70%.
Oh, what are the critics
know? Are you sure this is the right movie?
The Outwaters?
Yeah.
The Outwaters, 2022, hour and 50 minutes long, mystery thriller.
Yeah, 70% tomato meter for critics. 57% 57% audience score.
What do the critics think, Roxanne?
The critics liked it. I read the same article or similar one. Yeah, the critics were fans, but the audience is puking.
That's enough for me. I love to see people throwing up in movie theaters.
I wonder if any critics threw up watching this movie. Speaking of throwing up, I know that was an unfair segue. Well, listen, Madonna's had some really bizarre plastic surgery work.
It's not that bizarre.
All right, Madonna's had some really bizarre plastic surgery work done. But also, she's going on tour. I mean, whenever Madonna gets ready to do something, is she getting ready to drop a new CD? Does she have is there a new CD of music coming out at some point?
I think she's going with the older artist cash grab of having just a ridiculously priced tour around the country making $1 billion.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because typically with Madonna, she craves attention. Usually it's tied to something. And now the latest is Madonna, who's 64 years old, is reportedly now dating Summer House boxing coach Josh Popper.
Who is?
Tell us, Roxanne.
Isn't he like 29 years old?
He's 29, yes.
Yeah, 29.
20. So how many times does 29 go into 64?
Two.
Two times
Two full times. Yeah.
just trying to do some math here. Look, guys, I'm just really doing math, all right?
For real.
Yeah.
All right.
The answer is probably 2 or 3 million, huh?
All right, now, there is an unfairness, though. Because some people will say Madonna's 64 and she's dating a 29-year-old guy. But how many 64-year-old men have 29, 30-year-old women?
Plenty.
Why? And this is where it's unfair.
Right.
Why is it acceptable to some that guys can be older and be with younger women, and why is it that the world thinks that an older woman couldn't be in a reciprocal situation with a younger guy?
Yeah, good for Madonna.
Listen, I'm sticking up for Madonna here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there is a double standard and there's an unfairness for women, that older women, that they're looked at more, I guess they're looked at funnier if it's an older woman with a younger guy, whereas
with more judgment,
it's more accepted of an older guy with a younger. I mean, take the same ages, just reverse the genders. So I think it's unfair to women.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I do agree.
I concur.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Love is love. Good for you, Madonna.
But Madonna's doing this 29-year-old guy, apparently, some kind of boxing coach.
I'll tell you right now, if Madonna was broke as a joke, this 29-year-old wouldn't give her the time of day. That's all I'm saying.
She put up like a TikTok of her dancing, trying to do a young kid's
Are
dance.
you saying if Madonna was just Ciccone again, and she was a 64-year-old waitress at the Waffle House
outside of Detroit,
that this guy would have absolutely no interest in her?
Can I recommend the club sandwich?
At the Waffle House?
Yes, it's fantastic. Oh, Madonna.
When we get back, the final MJ Morning Show chunk. And then, again, remember, follow me on Instagram because I'm going to Scotland later today with Michelle, and we'll take you along on the trip. We'll give you video. I'll do some lives. I'll take pictures. So if you want to follow us to go see Chloe at school in Scotland, give me a follow on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. There is a ridiculous outfit that Kendall Jenner is wearing. We've got the video. We've got the proof. And you got to see the
I like it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I want it.
I pulled it up. Roxanne saw it, and she's like, I like
and
that
I'm
outfit.
not a Kardashian Jenner
hang on to that. Let's address this next. Back in a second on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105 with the final chunk of the day, and we're back in minutes. Stephen, let's... Q105 MJ with Roxanne and Froggy and Fester, 9:31. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. A lot to cover. We're going to lightning round a lot here. Again, I'm hitting vacation after the show. Fester's going to take us to the airport, but I gotta run to set. So you're going to go to my house, sit out front. You take the Howard Franklin to my house.
And Fester can't go inside and hang?
Yeah, no, Michelle will let Fester in. He can hit the gate buzzer.
Okay. Sit outside.
And then hang on a sec. I got to rush across the Gandy to hit Jan Platt Library. And then I got to vote quickly for early voting for Tampa City Council and mayor and all that stuff. So I'll meet you at the house. But I'm all packed up. Usually it takes me 10 minutes to pack up. I just packed up during that whole break. So I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
How long is it going to take you to go to the JPL and then get back home?
I don't think it's going to take long. I can't imagine. I'm going to be there essentially at 10 o'clock when they open up for early voting. And it's like 5 things to vote for, 6 things. It's boom.
Fester's going to be a long day for you.
I got to stop by the cigar shop on the
way
home.
I'll
meet you at the house at like 10,
don't make a stop. You go right to
he's
my house.
got to get a stop.
The time that you take to go to vote, I'm going to run into the cigar shop and pick up a couple of sticks.
No, you don't have time to go to the cigar shop.
Yes, he does.
Go to the cigar shop after you drop Michelle and me off at the airport.
It's all about him, man.
I'm going to go to the cigar shop. I'm going to go to McDonald's and refill my cup. And I'm making my way to your house in a couple minutes. It'll be fine.
Roxanne, you mentioned earlier this week that you have a friend of yours that is making themselves taller?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you sent me an email last night.
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
You sent me an email last night. The person I know who is making themselves taller told me I could share one of the on-air exercise, or I can share one of the exercises on air.
Yep.
But, when you think of people that are, like, trying to get taller, you got people that, teenagers or kids that are small, they'll sometimes take the growth hormones, right? Or now they have that procedure where they can, do surgery and extend the bones, add inches to your legs.
Wow, how insecure must you be?
I mean, there is no way in hell.
But I always say pretty much everybody wouldn't mind an extra inch. Unless you're above 6'3" for a guy.
I don't care.
Or maybe 5'10" for a girl. I wouldn't mind another inch.
It seems like a really complicated procedure in the first place.
I don't give a flying crap. Anyway, so what procedure to make yourself taller?
Exercise.
What exercise is your friend allowing you to share on the show?
Okay, I'll do it right now.
What is verbal? It's a radio show.
Yeah,
you have to use your words.
Verbally. Come on.
Well, you describe what I'm doing.
Can't do pantomime.
Okay. You guys talk about what I'm doing.
All right, Roxanne.
Basically,
she's standing up.
Standing up.
Okay.
And then it's not. I'm wearing high heels today, so this isn't really, the best shoe wear to do this exercise.
She's wearing 4-inch heels to a morning show.
Are you really wearing? Yeah, you do look tall as you stand up. You're like 4 inches taller than usual.
Okay.
Yes.
Why are you wearing 4-inch heels the day before your colonoscopy to the morning show?
Because tomorrow's going to be a very unsexy day. So today is a very sexy day.
Yeah, it is.
Well, maybe some people think that colonoscopy hoses up, where is sexy.
It's my entertainment of choice. I actually prefer it.
So basically what you do is you bend forward, you bend your whole body forward, and then you quickly lift your arms up. It looks kind of ridiculous.
Hang on a minute. Show me.
Okay, you just go like this.
I'm going to imitate this.
You describe me. You describe me.
You do it first.
I've got my headphones on, so if they whip off, that's a problem.
Whip it real good. All right, go ahead. So you're standing up straight. You're putting your hands in the air, and what are you doing? Take your headphones off. They're going to fly off.
Headphones off.
All right, go ahead. Come on, let's go.
She's
Show on the
standing
road.
here, hands above her
Standing
head.
up.
Those are just back straight.
What are you doing?
You shoot your body up to the sky and it makes it taller?
That's not going to make you taller.
You can hear it kind of crack, and you can hear
That's
your
your back cracking.
What kind of witchcraft is your friend talking about here? Get out of
He's
here.
kind of gotten taller.
Get what?
He's gotten taller.
He's gotten taller?
Insane.
Hold on, you have guy friends?
This is your exercise to get taller, Roxanne?
You almost hit your hands on the
Seriously,
TV.
you're gonna hurt yourself.
You're going to get a gash on your hand on the edge of our Vizio TV in here.
I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know. That looks goofy as hell.
Weird.
That is not making anyone taller, whatever the hell you just did.
No, it seriously does.
It's like a Tunisian dance.
I got a couple of fashion things we got to talk
It's
about.
like some African king is welcoming me to their country.
I told you, it looks ridiculous.
It's like one of the backup dancers in Coming to America, too.
Andrew,
exactly.
can you make sure that we get the Kendall Jenner outfit on our website? Put it up on mjmorningshow.com. We're going to get the image. We're going to talk about this Kendall Jenner dress. And listen, I don't have any use for the Kardashians or Kendall Jenner. You know, all these influencers. I mean, I can't even say I've had it with them. I never even wanted it. It was like I was over before it even happened. But Kendall Jenner is dancing around on what looks like a hotel room bed. And she's modeling. Man, she's full of herself, isn't she?
She's a Kardashian.
Good for her.
So
I gotta say, MJ, I know you're not crazy about this. If she pulls it off, man, it's kind of hot.
She is wearing a dress that has one full leg. I don't know if it's a dress. I guess it is a dress. And the dress has one leg that is fully covered with fabric, and it goes down to the ankle. And there's this ridiculous frilly poodle-like flowery. It's a black dress, and then the other leg has nothing, and it's like cut off like underwear,
like a bikini cut.
A bikini cut on the right leg. The left leg is covered with this ridiculous frill at the bottom.
Can't stop looking.
Yeah, it's kind of hot, man.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I want to see what it looks like standing up.
Okay, show it standing up.
So here she is, kind of like dancing on the bed.
It kind of looks like a can dancer, like a French can dancer. But then I think to myself,
oh, like da 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 da.
But now I'm thinking more mermaidy, and it's like, who hasn't fantasized? Like, yes, I want to be a mermaid, but I also want to be able to walk. And there's your answer.
All right, Festa, where does Andrew get the exact video clips that you're looking at?
So it's on Kendall's Insta.
It's on her Instagram. So we'll post this at mjmorningshow.com. We'll put the link up so you can see the dress, this outfit. I'm sorry, it's a jumpsuit. It's a one-legged jumpsuit with ridiculous like lampshady frill crap at the bottom of one leg, and the other leg is like a crotch-grabbing pair of panties. So it's,
if she's in bed with Travis,
you know what it's like. You know what it's like. Yeah. It's like when a guy shaves one half of his face, and a bushy beard is on one side of the face.
Who does that?
And
who would ever do that?
This is a hot outfit. MJ,
I love it.
Listen, folks, you decide. We'll have it posted momentarily. mjmorningshow.com, and we'll have it posted on stories mentioned. Oh, videos. Okay,
videos.
We'll have it posted on videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. Just go to mjmorningshow.com and look for the little tile that says videos mentioned. Click on that, and we'll have the link.
Who's her husband, Travis?
Wait a sec. And this dress jumpsuit is $5,760. Oh, that's really approachable for most people.
Yeah, no.
Well, if it had the other leg, it'd probably be $8,000.
It's actually on
imagine that.
It's on discount.
It's the funniest thing you said all week, Froggy.
Thanks, sir.
He's out of here.
I had a pretty good week, I think.
You were funny.
When she's in bed with her husband, it probably looks like he's with two different women.
What's his name?
I think it's
Scott Travis.
Oh,
it's Travis Scott. He has two first names.
Whatever. Hey, speaking of fashion, we should probably put this video up as well. At Paris Fashion Week, one of the runway models was lit on fire.
Now that's a look.
And this is intentional. It wasn't like an accidental fire, like they had some kind of flammable tool that they leaned into some flame or cigar. No, this was an actual, like, walking the runway on fire.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, if you want me to go to a fashion show, I mean, I can't think of anything more boring than a fashion show.
I agree.
Was she wearing a banana?
No, just
like
like
Bananas Foster.
It looks like
on fire.
I gotta be honest, it looks like a black burqa, like they're walking through like Afghanistan or something. And then the damn thing's on fire.
I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. Everything is turning into food.
What, you think like the flambe food collection now, Roxanne?
Cherry's Jubilee.
Little warning here. Pinellas County is saying that they might seek massive revenue from an onslaught of spring breakers. So the prediction is that Pinellas County could get an enormous, after the COVID stuff, the recoil could be huge this year. And we're now, March 2nd, and Clearwater Beach, Pinellas County, could be seeing a record amount of spring breakers and revenue. So just kind of heads up, it might get very, very busy for spring break, and that season's beginning here very shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so heads up on that. As I get ready to get on an airplane, actually 2 planes, we got to fly to New York, then we're getting on a transatlantic flight later on. And folks, give me a follow once again. If you want to follow Michelle and me over to Scotland to see Chloe, give me a follow on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and I'll have pictures and videos. I'll do some lives over there, and we're even stopping at 2 or 3 pizza shops in Brooklyn on our New York layover a little later this afternoon. So on Instagram, give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio, and I will continue the show on my Instagram account in New York later today, and then over in Scotland starting tomorrow. Now, not the most comforting thing to see when you're getting ready to get. And I'm a great flyer. I'm not scared of flying at all whatsoever. But this is kind of interesting. Did you see that yesterday news came out about a Pennsylvania guy that was caught trying to sneak a bomb onto a flight coming to Florida?
Awful.
This dude, Mark Muffley. I said Mark Muffley.
I mean, if my name was Mark Muffley, I'd probably lead to bad things, too. That's a terrible name.
Yeah, not to be confused with Mark Muttley.
Is that my name?
Yeah, it is.
That's you, but you're sounding like Muttley, the cartoon dog.
Oh, my God.
All right, this is not a laughing matter. Mark Muffley, 40, was about to get on an Allegiant Airlines flight out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, which now they call it the Lehigh
Valley, right?
Lehigh Valley International Airport. It used to be the Allentown Airport or whatever, Bethlehem, Allentown. And this guy has a bomb built into his suitcase that he's checking on the airplane. Allegiant from Allentown flying to the Orlando area. They fly to Sanford outside of Orlando, just like Allegiant flies to PIE, St. Pete Clearwater here versus Tampa International. And what the hell's going on here? But I'll tell you what, the TSA, they did their job, man. And because all check luggage is screened. After 9/11, there was a whole big plan. It took a while to get it going, but all bags. It's not just when you go carry your bags on to the flight at security. All bags that you check also get screened by the TSA. And they detected this device this guy had in his luggage. And whatever he had, it set off an alarm. TSA saw it. They searched the bag, and they found inside the lining a device about 3 inches in diameter, was filled with a powder, had 2 fuses, covered with wax paper and plastic wrap. They paged this guy over the airport's public address system. So they get on the PA system, and they're like, Mark Muffley, please report to the security desk. Mark Muffley, please report to the security desk. So they're paging this guy at the airport. And he's like, whoops, and he starts running. He runs out of the airport. They capture him at his house, so he was eventually arrested at his home as this guy had a bomb in his luggage. What the hell was this guy doing? Was it going to detonate? I don't think we have all the information yet, but according to the criminal complaint, the powder found in the small bomb is suspected to be a mixture of flash powder and the granular powder, the dark granular stuff that's used in commercial-grade fireworks. There was also a can of butane, a lighter, a pipe with white powder residue, a wireless drill, cordless batteries, and 2 of those ground fault outlets taped together with electrical tape.
Yeah, that's a bomb, all right.
What's this guy doing? So, I mean, but I haven't seen where this bomb was going to blow up, even though he had like a bomb in his luggage. That's weird.
Oof. Good luck today, man. Be safe.
So I'm flying out.
Sure, you'll be fine.
Listen, that stuff doesn't bother me. But luckily, the TSA, they spotted this suspicious crap in the guy's luggage. Anything else before we get out of here?
A couple things.
Yeah, hurry up.
Okay.
Couple things. Sit down.
I got to go vote before I get on my plane.
My daughter's arm is fine. Not broken. I'll tell you more about that when we come back in a week and a half.
Great.
And then
it's not broken.
There's no story.
No.
What, are you going to break it while we're on vacation?
Yeah.
No, just I learned something. If you're an adult, there's a difference between reading adult radiology and kids radiology. So you need a kids specialist to look at kids' bones. Second thing, you guys will be gone. Have a wonderful, safe trip. I will be here every day. We'll, of course, have the MJ Best Of, but I'll be here every day, middays.
Yeah. All right, so call Roxanne from 10 to 2 or 10. What do you want? 10 to what?
10
to 3? You don't even know what time you're on, do you?
Call her on every day.
We're hearing you're on
10
till
to 3, 10
we're
to
hearing
3.
you're on till 3. Yeah.
It shows up military time, so she gets confused.
Okay, yeah.
1,400 hours.
Hey, one last thing. There is a cookie shop called Crumb Together. Like Crumb Together right now. There is a cookie shop in Portland or in Eugene, Oregon. The cookie shop is called Crumb Together. And I meant to do this in Morons in the News. I love this story. A Portland, Oregon woman was in a Eugene, Oregon cookie shop called Crumb Together and was asked to put on a mask due to COVID. This was on November 3rd of 2021. So the store had a mask policy. The lady would not put the mask on, right? And got into a fight with the employees at Crumb Together and started beating them up because they wanted her to wear a mask at Crumb Together. And the update on this story was she was just sentenced to 46 months in prison for beating up the cookie employees at Crumb Together.
Oh, come on.
Crumb Together right now. All right, so Andrew, what are you saying? The Skyway is closed?
Avoid the Skyway northbound accident. It's shut down.
The Skyway, the Sunshine Skyway northbound shut down due to an accident.
Yes.
Oh, man, that sucks. Have to go in the long way around. Holy moly. All right, folks, have a great day. Remember, give me a follow on Instagram. You can follow me while we're on vacation. We've got great best ofs lined up. You won't even know we're on vacation, and you're going to hear things that you never heard before here on the MJ Morning Show website, mjmorningshow.com. You can email me, mj at mjmorningshow.com, and give me a follow on Insta. My personal, you'll follow me on vacation to Scotland to see Chloe with Michelle. And I'm Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow on Instagram. And we'll see you back here live shortly on the MJ Morning Show. And let's be careful out there.
It's opening day at the 2023